Hello everybody, welcome to ICRC, and we are in for a treat tonight for high school playoff football alongside Adam Gehring and Jackson Hampton. I'm Luke Brenneman, and we know it's the playoffs where this actually matters now, the real deal. Let's take a look what we're playing for tonight. Both teams squaring up at Roger Bacon for a chance to take a trip to the regional semifinals, playing in the regional quarterfinals, and let's take a look at some of the keys to the game. Jackson, for Roger Bacon, just actually a quick milestone. They're approaching their 500th career school win, which is definitely something that is to note for. And as for Marymount, they are second in their conference in takeaways this year. Jackson, what do they need to do to continue that tonight?
You know what, tonight, Luke, I think that Marymount, one of the most important things they're going to have to do is stop Jamal Hutzel. He has been a huge player for the Spartans, just putting up big numbers for them, and Marymount struggled giving up points against big teams this year. I know against Wyoming and stuff, they've given up like 40 points and stuff. So I think it's going to be a big deal for them to stop him. Roger Bacon's not huge in the air, so they're really going to have to stop the run game. I know Marymount's worked on multiple teams this year, stopping with like the 50 front defense, just stopping that big run game. So,
and as for you, Adam, looking at Roger Bacon, your school, they only have 11 sacks this year on the year. They won their conference but finished 4th in sacks. What do they need to do to get to Charlie Tully, the Marymount quarterback, tonight?
What they need to do to get to Tully is really just be faster on defense. They got to get around the offensive line and not just focus on their size. They have the size, but they need the speed in order to get more sacks.
And as for the players, as for the bracket tonight, like I said, these two teams squaring off in the regional quarterfinal. Winner of this game probably will play Shawnee. And looking at the keys to watch, as for Marymount's player of the game, top guy, I'd say, on defense, and one of their top receivers, Jackson, Connor Souders on the offensive end. What does he have to do to get it going for the Warriors tonight?
yeah, you know, Connor Souders, he's had a really big year. He also kicks for the Warriors. He's coming in at about 6 foot tall. He's a pretty big frame, and this year he's had not too big of a year. I know he's out there with Timmy Stewart out there. He's like not as big of a frame as Timmy Stewart, but if he can get the ball in the air, if Charlie can get it to him, I know Charlie, young quarterback, really got to help him through that and just get him through one of his first big playoffs games. If they can do that, I think they're in for a good night of football.
Souders, the senior leader on this team. Look for production out of him tonight. As for Roger Bacon on the other side of the field, Jamal Hutzel, Conference Player of the Year. Adam, what can you tell us about your hometown guy?
Well, he's one of the fastest players on the team. Definitely somebody to watch out for on defense. 22 rushing touchdowns so far this year. Definitely want to look out for him. Definitely try to stop him. Marymount's been very good at stopping the big plays this year and getting points off of interceptions.
Speaking of big plays, Hutzel, 95-yard touchdown is his long on the year, 24 total touchdowns. He can also catch the ball. We are in for a treat tonight in the regional quarterfinal. We'll be back with kickoff next. All right, welcome back. The Warriors have elected to kick this thing away, and Roger Bacon set back to receive. Regional semifinals, Marco Zanardo has now sent us underway with a little squib kick picked up by the Spartans at their own 25. Bouncing it outside, has some room. Is dragged down at about the 39. So now we'll get our first look at starting quarterback Logan Huber for the Spartans alongside his sidekick Jamal Hutzel. Adam, Bacon's kick returner, 4 touchdowns taken back on the year. You think that kick was definitely some strategy trying to keep it away from him?
Yeah, I think it definitely was. Usually when they kick it deep, he goes and receives. Squib kick has really prevented that in most of their games that he's played.
Logan Huber, 51% completion percentage, 11 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. But the guy who just got sent in motion, Jamal Hutzel, is the key part of this offense. Huber taking a shot early to the far side of the field, knocked down by Charlie Tully. Brings up 2nd and 10. Spartans taking a shot on the first snap of the game.
You can see Tully there for that ball, just out of the hands of him for the interception. But first play of the game, not expecting a big throw from Bacon. Honestly, I'm expecting Jamal to get that ball there, but good first play of the game for the Warriors.
Take a quick look at this. Intended receiver on the play was Eric Johnson, the senior. Just out of reach, stride by stride, was Charlie Tully. In the shotgun, Huber hands it off to Hutzel. Looks like he stood up after about 3 yards. Good defensive play by the Warriors. And that brings up 3rd and 7. Looks like we have a Spartan down on the field. Henry Dunn was in on the stop. Jackson, he had a big week last week. 2 takeaways on his own and recoveries.
Yeah, Henry's been a big player to this Warriors defensive line this year. He's a big body out there, and if him and the rest of his D-line can prevent Hutzel from getting the ball down there, the Spartans are going to have a tough time getting the ball to the end zone tonight, and just going to have Charlie Tully on that offensive side, making some passes to Souders and Stewart for some big plays, and obviously Tepe running it up the middle. But again, that offensive line is also going to have to create some holes. The offensive line's been struggling a little bit this year, Luke. I know that they haven't had the easiest time this year, especially against some of those bigger conference teams. They can start doing that, man. I think it's going to be a tough night for the Spartans.
Spartans still down on the field. 75, Brady Schmidt, the junior. Looks like he has some sort of a leg injury. Thoughts and prayers go out to Brady and his family. Hopefully we'll see him back, but if not, a speedy recovery to Schmidt. Once we resume action, 3rd and 7. Adam, we know that the Spartans are a run-heavy team. You think they take the risk of running it, or do they throw it here?
I think if it's 3rd down, they're probably going to take the risk of running it. They usually do that, try to get the 1st down, but given their field position,
right?
It's probably crucial that they don't really know. They could do either, honestly.
Line to gain is at the 49-yard line. Looks like Hutzel set up behind Huber before the snap. Finally resume action here. 3rd and 7, first test for this Marymount defense. See if they bring any pressure. At the bottom of your screen, you see trips out to the right for the Spartans. Huber drops back, looks right, pressure gets to him. He shakes off a man. Looks like he could run for the sticks. He's going to throw this ball, and this is knocked into the ground, and coverage was Connor Souders, one of the players to watch. That brings up 4th and 7, and here comes the Spartans punt team.
Warriors absolutely just rushing Hubert there on that play, and that is another big play. As you can take a look here.
It's Andrew Duckwall making Huber originally leave the pocket. Looked like he had room to run.
Yeah, Hubert's going to get out of that pocket with that fast Warriors defensive line, and just to line him back up here with the punt.
Our ICRC player to the watch. He can do it on the offensive end. He can do it on the defensive end like we just saw in coverage, and now he's set back to return this punt. Really good punt here from the Spartans. Souders catching at his own 15. Fair caught, and here comes the Warriors offense. Jackson, Charlie Tully, what do you have on him?
Tully's got to be fast. He's got to be agile. He's get the ball out of his hands quickly. I know I've talked about it earlier. Offensive line doesn't give him a whole lot of time. See him down there. You can see the Warriors starting offensive line. We've got Henry Dunn, Lawson Wade, TJ Cox, Jack Milam. And then on that offensive side, Charlie Tully, Max Tepe, Ethan Malafa, Timmy Stewart, Davis Whitmore, Connor Souders, all those starters for the Warriors. Gonna have to get Charlie getting that ball to Stewart and Souders quick, out of his hands quickly, with that big Spartans defensive line coming at him.
Like we talked about earlier, Adam shared the Spartans need to be fast getting to Tully tonight. They have the athletes. They need to execute. Tully in the shotgun, sends a man in motion, throws it to Tepe. Tepe picks up about 7 or 8 after a good dive forward, and the Warriors are moving early. First down brings up 2nd and short. You know that Connor Souders was our player to watch, but I honestly think Max Tepe is just the absolute key to the game tonight. He shows up each and every single game. Probably the most consistent Warrior. Ran for over 1,000 yards this year. First team All-CHL. Looking for more of the same. 6.5 yards per carry, 13 rushing touchdowns. But as you can see on that last play, he can catch it. 4 touchdowns and 300 yards on the air. Feed it to Tepe up the hole. He picks up the first down and some up to the 27.
You know, Luke, I couldn't agree with you more. Tepe has had an a big season. He's a little slow to get up on that hit, but Tepe setting the school record with 1,000 rushing yards this year. I mean, just an absolute animal. As you can take a look here, just getting through that pocket that his line set up for him, and getting that first down before he's taken down by some Spartans. Some great play from the Warriors, picking up a first down. Looks like they're going to be at their own 27 about.
Tully 5 wide. See this a lot of the Marymount offense. Might be some movement early. False start on the offense. That's going to bump the Warriors back 5 yards. Adam, as for the Roger Bacon defense, I know you shared that they need to get to Tully tonight. They normally bring pressure, or are they kind of a drop back type of team?
They're a bit of both, really. It really depends on the offensive line. Sometimes they bring the pressure, but I'd say they're usually more of a drop back team.
Tully's going to have to find the seams and opening. Malafa in motion, 6'7" tight end, set to block here for Tepe. Has space on the outside. What a hit. Stood up is Max Tepe in the backfield.
You know, although Tepe got stood up there, Luke, I'm going to hand it out to Malafa there. Got in motion, just set a hard block there. Kept Tepe safe. You can take a look here.
Good block by Ethan to seal the edge. Great play made.
Tepe stopped by 3 Spartans. That initial hit looks like it's by Beamer Walker, and that's a good play from the Spartans. Tonight's looking like it's going to be a big defensive game, Luke. I know that both teams pretty heavy on defense, and Tully's just going to need to execute tonight.
Tully 5 wide. Drops back for his first legit pass of the night, and this one's tipped and almost intercepted. Intended receiver was Max Tepe. And that was Jake Tishia in on the coverage.
Yeah, just shy of that one. Diving for that interception, but just short of that.
3rd and about 13. This is definitely a test for Marymount on their first drive. They picked up a pretty easy first down, and now they've faced adversity their last 2 downs. Started with the original false start.
Ball's got to be going in the air this down, Luke. I mean, not a chance it's not. Get Charlie comfortable in the air. Only had 1 legitimate throw this series so far.
It's normally easier to get the quarterback going on 1st and 2nd down with some check downs. 3rd and 13, I think Bacon might bring some pressure here. They're showing a little bit of pressure. 5 guys coming his way. They drop back. Screen pass to the outside to Souders. Has a block, cuts it back up the middle. Really nice play made. In on the tackle was Jimmy Murpher.
For a second there, I thought Souders had it. He was coming in strong, but Murphy just in there to shut him down. Warriors just get past that line of scrimmage. Take a look here. Souders with the catch.
Good block by Duckwall.
Murphy just in, take him down. And that'll be Souders out there to punt it away.
Punting it away, the rugby punt style. Lands about the 40-yard line, gets a Warrior bounce. Flag down.
I know, Luke, we've had a few interviews with Coach Leone this year about that rugby-style punt. The Warriors' thing there is that they want to get that ball outside as possible because they'd rather get that ball out of bounds than they would have someone return it because they're not too confident in their special teams. That's what I've been hearing this year. So if they can get Souders outside wide and get that ball out far, that's what their objective is there.
Flag down was an illegal block in the back on the receiving team. So after a pretty good punt by Souders, the Spartans are going to be backed up even more inside their own territory. 8.5 minutes left in the first quarter, and we've already seen 2 punts on 2 drives for each team.
Looks like the Spartans are going to be on their own 27 with this Warriors defense.
Adam, will you break down this Spartan O-line for us? How have they been this season?
They've been okay. They got Brogan Weathers. They got Braden Schmidt, who, as we saw, was possibly injured earlier. They got Dylan Rolfert, Richard Allen, Alon Hill, and they also got, not on the line, but Logan Huber.
Green pass to the outside. That's a really good pickup by Kyle Hauser. Excuse me. Beamer Walker picks up about 25 as he takes it all the way up to the 50-yard line exactly for a Spartan first down. Adam, continue your thought.
So what they really need to do here is, like we mentioned earlier, they have to stop Marymount from getting the interceptions. They've been solid on interceptions this year, and they have to stop them from scoring because that's also one thing that has helped them win games this year too.
Hauser in the shotgun. Hudson behind him. Receivers go trips at the top of your screen. They go in motion. They hand this one to Hudson. Hutzel has a little hole, breaks a tackle. Really nice play made by Timmy Stewart to grab him by the ankles after he picks up about 4.
Luke, I don't know about you, but I'm pumped up here. This Warriors offense, or defense, excuse me, is just showing they can take down Hutzel. I mean, they can continue to shut him down like this the rest of the game. I'm excited to see what's in store for them.
Hutzel up at about 7.5 yards per carry.
And take a look on the screen. Warriors defense, Wade, Dunn, Milam, Malafa, and Morgan on that line for you. And then you've got Lindell, Stewart, Tepe, Duckwall, Souders, and Morgan out there behind them. So
in the shotgun, Huber drops back. All receivers going deep, throwing this deep over the middle. He has a man, and this is a caught ball. Touchdown, Spartans. That's Beamer Walker as he completely burned his man and takes it the distance. 50-yard touchdown from Roger Bacon as they strike first in this playoff matchup.
That was an absolute bomb thrown by Hubert. That was a big pass just 4 minutes into this first half, and the Warriors are not looking too optimistic out there on that field. That'll just shut them down. And you've got Dylan. Take a look on the screen. See that great throw. Beamer Walker hits him in stride, 10 yards from the end zone, takes it in to score. Got Dylan Rolford out there to take the extra point. Dylan is 44 for 45 this year on extra points. Super impressive stats.
Rolford was actually the special teams player of the year in Bacon's conference this year. He's 8 of 9 on legit field goals, and he hit a 47-yarder in game. Pretty impressive. So you see Huber and Walker on the sideline. They strike first with about just over 7.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Adam, what happened there?
What happened there was really Walker just getting away from his man. He also plays defensive back, so if he has the speed and he knows how to get away and also how to guard. And in that case, he used his ability to get away from whoever was guarding him, Stewart, and he was able to catch the pass and just take it to the house for an early touchdown.
See Leon there out on the field, keeping his players up, keeping their heads up. I mean, that's just tough. Score that early in the game, but Warriors out there optimistic. That's a big play from those Roger Bacon Spartans. Out there ready to get the kick again is Dylan Rolford, trying to take this one down deep for Tepe.
Tepe does have a touchdown return on the year. Big kick. Tepe scooting back. He's going to let this one bounce through the back of the end zone as the Warriors will gain possession at their own 25-yard line, looking to respond to Bacon's big touchdown speed kills. Warriors need some of that here on this drive.
Rolford showing his big foot there, kicking that one out the back of the end zone. Nothing Tepe can do about that one. Warriors will have it at their own 20.
Adam, has early starts been a common theme for the Bacon offense?
Yes, it has, whether it's Kyle Geyer with his kickoff returns or really just early touchdowns from long passes from Huber. That's kind of a common theme that we've seen all season.
Tully, play action, dumps this one off to Malifaux, picks up about 3 yards. Brings up second down.
Talking to Malifaux the other day, and he said he's a preferred walk-on at Purdue University, so he might be going to Purdue to play some football there. We're looking for some big things out of him in the future, but this year, keeping his blocks up, getting some passes, just a big body out on that Warriors offense and defense, having some big plays this year.
Malifaux, 22 catches, just under 300 yards and 3 touchdowns as the tight end for the Warriors. Warriors have some big frames with Stewart and Malifaux. There's Malifaux once again. He falls forward, and they're going to give him the first down. Back-to-back plays to Malifaux for a first down. Warriors up to the 32-yard line.
Malifaux dodges that initial Jimmy Mumper tackle, taken down by another Spartan, but an agilic play nonetheless. Looks like it was Nolan Wall with that final tackle.
take a look at Tully's numbers. He's taken over for the original Marymount starter, was the junior David Dorston, huge arm. Tully took over. Dorston broke his foot weeks ago. He's a runner. He has 135 rushing yards and a touchdown as he drops back here. Looks left, throws left, and there's Stewart. Are they going to say it's a catch? No, incompletion. This one bounced before it got to the junior Stewart. As for Tully, 61 completion percentage and 571 yards, 6 touchdowns, 2 picks. He struggled with the picks early, and he's definitely played a lot better in his last 2 games.
Yeah, you know, Luke, I think those picks were just all about nerves, not used to the team. David Dorson's been starting all year. Tully only a sophomore on this pretty old Marymount team, and he's really shown himself so far this year. This is his 4th start for the Warriors, and we expect some big things from him in the future.
Looks like the Warriors jump here. I think they're going to be bumped back off a false start. That's what it is.
I've heard rumors of Tully getting moved to starting quarterback next year and Dorston moving to running back. Don't know if that's a serious possibility, but Tully also plays defense, so he's been a big help to those Warriors this year. Definitely one of their players, only a sophomore. He's going to be big his next 2 years at Marymount. He's got some big steps to fill with Dorston in front of him. Don't know if that's actually going to happen, but Tully definitely a solid player. Yeah, I agree. I think they're keeping Dorston there.
Tully in the shotgun. Tepe split back to his right. They're going to roll right. Tully throws right. Throws it to Whitmore over the middle. Nice catch by the sophomore. Sophomore to sophomore connection has been evident the last few games. Davis Whitmore's corralled a touchdown last week, and that brings up 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 for Marymount.
Whitmore out there for his older brother. Davis is actually out there for Riley, who sadly tore his ACL earlier this season. You can see him 14 on the sidelines. And Davis has come up big this year. He's not a super big guy, but he's had some key plays for the Warriors. I know he's had a few touchdowns this year, and he's one of those players that Tully's looking for. I don't know if it's that chemistry. I know they're in the same friend group at school, but they definitely work together.
Tully, 3rd and 7. Bacon brings pressure. Tully feels it. Tries to dodge a tackle and then is dropped. Big play by the Roger Bacon defense, getting right into the backfield on Tully, and the Warriors are going to have to punt this one away.
Tully dodged a few there, but nothing he can do. That big Spartan defense just in and absolutely hammers him. Take a look here.
Nolan
You
Wall
see Tully dropping back.
gets to Tully first. He's actually not going to get credited with the sack, though, but Wall caused Tully to walk right into a hungry Spartan lineman. Souders to punt it away once again.
See that rugby punt over there. Not a ton of hang time there, but decent kick.
Pretty good kick. Even better return. Walker.
Oh, wow.
One man to beat is Souders. Stiff arm. And Souders chucks him down at about the 6-yard line. Nevertheless, a great return from Beamer Walker, who had the touchdown earlier, and the Spartans are looking really good early on in this first quarter.
Walker taking it down past the place that Souders kicked it from, and Souders taking him down to the ground and out of bounds. You don't see big hits from punters like that in college and the NFL and stuff, but of course this is high school football, and most punters are playing all ways of the ball. So
flag down after the play. Take a look at this return. Adam Walker showing off the speed.
Yeah, we talked about the speed earlier. They show it there because really, as I mentioned before, he does play wide receiver. He does a lot of this training, especially in the offseason. He went to multiple camps this summer, really just trying to improve, and it's really paying off here with the touchdown earlier and this great reception that gives Roger Bacon the field position that they need to score.
you can see Coach Leone here calling his whole team in, just bring them back up, getting their heads back up. I mean, it's tough. Just under 5 minutes left in this first quarter. Getting them back together. Those Warriors are going back on the field. Leone doesn't look happy, but I'm sure he's encouraging his players out there. And I mean, if I'm those Spartans, Adam, I'm going to be pumped up right now. Taking that one almost all the way back to the house, up 7-0, 5 minutes left in the first quarter. What are your thoughts on that?
Thoughts on this are really they've done this more with multiple teams, especially East Clinton last week. They just kept going at it with offense. They were firing on all cylinders, and I think that's kind of what they're trying to do again here. Big plays and touchdowns as well.
Marymount definitely an underdog going into this game. Just trying to hang around. The penalty is actually going to bump the Spartans back to about the 25-yard line, so that is a huge win for Marymount. I think it had something to do with after the play or a hold that brought it back. We saw Mark Morgan calling for a hold there at the end of the play, but Huber's going to lead his guys back on after a huge drive with that quick touchdown. Maybe Beamer Walker's gassed.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. That was a long run, and he was taken hard out of bounds by Souders, but
nevertheless, Huber, his top dog, Hutzel behind. Haven't seen too much of Hutzel. We're going to see him right here. Right up the middle. Makes a man miss. Tepe drags him down after about 7 yards up to the 18.
Yeah, Hutzel gets through that gap well. It's going to bring him up to their the Warriors 17. Take a look here. You can see Hutzel breaking through that hole, getting up and taken down by Tepe on the ground. A shoelace tackle there for Tepe.
Huber, 2nd and 3. Rolls left. Throws this left. That's Beamer Walker. Makes a man miss. And that's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Spartans go up even more. Excuse me, that wasn't Beamer Walker. Eric Johnson, the senior, just kind of on a rollout bootleg, and Huber hits him, and he does the rest. Spartans 13-0 with the PAT pending. Wow, what a juke.
Take a look here, Eric Johnson into the end zone, no problem, making the Warriors look dumb on that play. That was another big play for those Spartans. Out again, Dylan Rolfert for the kick. And it's not looking good for the Warriors here. Just over 4 minutes left in this first quarter, and they're already down.
No good.
No
wow.
good. That is a shock. He is 43 for 44 on the year for extra points, and that'll make it 45 for 46, I think.
It's going to be, it's 44
Just
for 46
wide.
on the year for Huber, excuse me, for Rolfert. 2nd miss of the season comes in a playoff game. Maybe that 1 point will come to bite them, but not with the way they're looking so far. Up 13-0 with just over 4 minutes left in the first quarter.
Yeah, Luke, we can hope that comes to bite him. You and I, Warriors fans. Adam here sitting a Bacon fan, and I'm not too happy with Adam now. His guys are kicking our butts over here, but Adam, how you feeling right now? I'm sure pretty pumped up.
Yeah, pretty pumped up, I would say. This is kind of the normal thing that they've done for some of their games. Not all of them, but come out quick and never look back.
Yeah,
Marymount needs a response here, I'd say, Jackson. What do you think they go to?
You know, I think they're going to have to get the ball in the air. It's been pretty evident that the run game's just not going to happen with that Bacon big D line. So I think they're going to have to get the ball in the air, get Tully comfortable with that, and they're going to have to answer quickly. I think they need to score by the end of the first half, or I think Bacon's carrying this momentum the rest of the half, and I think it's going to be a hard night for the Warriors if they can't capitalize on this next down.
Rolfert kicks it away. Tepe can actually receive this one. Bacon coming after him. Tepe has a bit of a hole and picks up a pretty nice gain, spotted at the 26-yard line as Tully comes back on the field. Warriors, in their first 2 drives, picked up a first down early, and then it was straight down from there. Some penalties have brought them back. False start penalties on back-to-back drives. And with just 4 minutes left, I hate to say it, but I'm not going to say the sense of urgency is there right now, but you can definitely feel it if you are a Warriors fan or just in the stadium right now. They need a response the way Bacon's been moving the ball offensively.
Yeah, this environment's not looking too good for the Warriors. They have been absolutely pounded tonight. They're going to need a big answer this series.
Tully hands this one to Tepe, takes along the right side. Nice play made there. And on the stop for the Spartans was Andrew, the junior.
And that's definitely a big start for the Warriors. I mean, not a first down, but a few yards nonetheless. And if they can keep that up, I mean, little by little, getting those first downs, chipping away at that Bacon D line, it's going to be important for them. And I'm hoping to see the ball in the air this series. Haven't really seen much of Tully tonight. Then again, only 9 minutes in.
I think they feed Tepe. He's kind of the only thing going right now. And Tepe picks up another first down after the 6-yard carry. Dragged down in the play on Mumper.
Souders the player of the game, but Luke, to be honest, I think Tepe, take a look here. I mean,
pretty good blocking by his offensive line.
I agree. They've done well tonight. I'm not going to diss on them. They're definitely playing solid. Tepe's just shown his speed and agility there on that play, and him and Tully together are just going to have to really, really help the Warriors tonight if they want to have any chance of scoring.
First and 10. Charlie Tully, the sophomore, in the shotgun. Souders at the top of your screen and the big Timmy Stewart at the bottom. Receivers won't matter here as Tepe gets the carry, and what a play made by the Bacon defensive line. That's 54.
56.
Excuse me, 56. Alan Hill, the junior, 6'2", 225.
Now that is a big boy out there to take down Tepe. Tepe's not scared of much, but if I was him, I can imagine looking down at Alan Hill there. I'd be a little intimidated, but you're going to have to get the ball in the air here. 3 straight downs going to Tepe. I'm thinking they're throwing it this down, Luke.
2nd and 11. They're going to give it to him once again, and that looks like the same result. Looks like they might have had a little bit of a horse collar tackler there, but what a play made by Dakari Edwards, the senior. Another big guy on that Bacon defensive line.
Take a look here. Tepe gets it and immediately stood up by Dakari Edwards and Jake Lowell. Just no chance of him getting out of there. It's another big play for those Spartans.
3rd and 15. Set to play here. Tully in the shotgun on a pretty much guaranteed passing down. The last time the Warriors had 3rd and long, they did a screen pass. Let's see what they bring here. That's a screen pass out wide to Tepe, and just absolutely no one, I guess it wasn't because no one blocked. They all just ran streaks as Tepe kind of ran a little check down, and that goes absolutely nowhere. So the Warriors will punt on their 3rd offensive possession. This will bring up their 3rd punt. Nothing going.
Looks like they're going to be at their own 37, hoping for a Souders big punt again, and hoping that the Warriors can stop Spartans from taking this one back again. I know last time that was terrible.
Beamer Walker nearly took it back. See if they try to avoid him here. This one hits the ground. What a punt by Souders. Rolling inside the 15 and more. Textbook job by Connor Souders to keep the ball out of Walker's hands. And now Roger Bacon backed up inside their own 15-yard line at about the 12 or 13. He's probably going to have to do 90, 85-yard drive here if they want to score once again.
Yeah, that was a big punt by Souders. I mean, honestly, Warriors not having too much going for them. A punt like that, it's a big deal for them. I mean, not very much hang time, didn't get very far up in the air, but that thing just hit the ground and took off. It's going to put the Spartans at about their own 12, hoping for a big stop for the Warriors to end this first quarter.
Adam, as for this Bacon offense, we know Hutzel is kind of the top guy. Conference Player of the Year, averaging 7.5 per carries, 24 total touchdowns. But this receiving core has almost looked even better. A lot of guys, a lot of speed and agility out there.
Yeah, I think they're kind of trying to use them because they know that the Warriors are going to go after Hutzel. They know that he's one of the best players on this team. And they know that the receiving core can get it done too. But, yeah.
They're going to give this one to Hutzel, and he has a hole. Showing off the speed, cuts it back to the right side, and Timmy Stewart and Max Tepe team up to bring him down finally after he picks up 9 or 10.
See Hutzel out
They're
there.
going to move the chains, first down.
Only 5'6", but that's no problem. Take a look here. Getting through that hole. Eventually taken down by Tepe and Stewart, but it takes a lot. Those are some big boys, and it took a lot for him to get that 5'6", 161-pound Hutzel to the ground.
Bacon coming off the first down. Pitches this one outside to the left to Hutzel. Shows off his speed, breaks a tackle, and picks up about 3 yards after the pitch play. 2nd and 7 coming up.
It'll be Tepe barely taking him down there, but Hutzel again just showing his mobility out there, just getting through that hole, taken down by Tepe. That'll bring the Spartans up to their own 25.
They're going to let the clock run out with just 10 seconds remaining. As that's going to wrap up the first quarter of action. 13-10 Spartans lead. Big punt return and the early touchdown from Walker has us at 13-0. ICRC TV will be back for the second quarter.
On air or online, this is media for your community. This is ICRC TV.
Hi, I'm Clark Kellogg. I've attended basketball games from coast to coast over the years as a participant, broadcaster, parent, and fan. And believe me, I've seen my share of unsporting behavior. The purpose of school sports is for kids to have fun, develop their skills, and learn lessons that will last a lifetime. So when you attend a school contest, please keep that in mind. Remember to behave in a way that reflects positively on your child, your school, and your community. Let's respect the game.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
Welcome back as we can start off with this big play touchdown. Beamer Walker definitely been the X factor for the Spartans to get them an early lead. Came on the second drive of the game. And here were the Spartans after a huge punt return.
You can see number
It's their
12
man.
there. Eric Johnson getting that one, taking that one to the house. And the Spartans just showing complete and utter dominance to these Warriors, giving them nothing on offense, punted every time, and taking it to them on defense. The Spartans are looking great tonight. I think they have a serious, legitimate chance at making a big state run this year.
Just through the first quarter, this one's not over yet. Huber drops back on second down, feels the pressure, dumps it off to Hutzel. Need a big tackle here from Tepe. Hutzel showing off the speed, tripped up, does a somersault after picking up the first down for a 12-yard gain. Jamal Hutzel. What
Wow.
a play.
What a play. I mean, take a look here. Stumbling the whole way back, barely thrown away by Hubert, and just running. You can see him tripped up, but continues to stumble until he gets that first down and tumbling to the ground. He'll move those chains and get the first down for the Spartans. On their own 35 here.
Man set in motion. They're going to feed this one to Hutzel. Wow, what a jump cut by Hutzel. Takes about 3 Warriors. Evan Morgan in on the tackle after he picks up 14 yards up to the Bacon 49-yard line. Adam, look at this jump. Pretty good hole for Hutzel, and whoa, he just cut that one back in just about a second.
Yeah, juke to spin move to juke again. Hutzel showing his athletic ability there to get a second first down in a row for these Spartans. Already at their 50. And I mean, second quarter starting and they're taking it to the Warriors yet again.
Huber hands it off to Hutzel once again and is stood up. Nice play made by Henry Dunn.
Looks like a little extracurriculars going on down there. Good play by Dunn. Stop Hutzel finally after about 20 consecutive yards there, but that's a good play by that Warrior defense, but don't know how much you're going to be able to do with that Hutzel-Hubert duo over there for the Spartans. Hubert talking to his coaches now. Getting ready to go in. Hutzel behind him.
Huber hands us to Hutzel up the left side. Nice play there. Little chopping. It's kind of like not a chop block, but a chop tackle. Couldn't really see it. I'd love to see a replay of this one. This could be a big 3rd and 7 coming up. Back-to-back great plays by this Warriors defensive line. Hutzel takes it up the left edge. Doesn't have too much room. Nice chop.
And it was. You can see in there number 62, Jack Momler with that. You read my mind, Luke. I don't want to say chop block, almost a chop tackle. Just took out Hutzel's knees for another big play for the Warriors, standing them up again.
3rd and 7 here. Crowd getting into it. Sends Hutzel in motion as Huber. Warriors bring pressure. Good defensive, offensive line. Throws it to the right side and is run out of bounds by Timmy Stewart as Hutzel. And that's going to go for no gain. 4th and 7. Let's see what the Spartans elect to do here on 4th down at their own 50-yard line. Excuse me, at the Warriors' 47-yard line.
Yeah, Hutzel showing he can catch it too. I mean, almost had that one just out of bounds on that big throw from Huber. See him walking back out of bounds.
I wonder if I guess he's just not playing this 4th down snap. They're set to go for it, and he's on the sideline. Timmy Stewart, great coverage on the last play. 5 wide for Bacon, as this is a huge down for both teams, but especially the Warriors trying to get the ball back in good field position. Goes with the hard count as Hubert almost gets Mark Morgan about to come screaming off the edge here. There's a flag down as Bacon jumps, and that's going to be 4th and 12 after the 5-yard penalty.
You can see that Warrior student section over there. Leon out on the field talking to the refs about some discrepancy out there. David Dorston, injured starting quarterback for the Warriors. The refs are talking over there. See what this will come up to be.
It originally, the line judge said false start.
That's what I thought it was as well, Luke.
They're going to say a timeout occurred before the penalty coming from the Bacon sideline. Coach Nick Leone is vivid at about the 37 talking to the referees. He's saying, come on, man, that definitely happened. I mean, it looked like Marymount jumped first. The thing is, the offensive lineman for the Spartans kind of has to instigate once a defensive lineman jumps and kind of get the neutral zone infraction penalty, which didn't happen, and then the false start then occurred, but I guess the timeout was prior to the penalty. Stays 4th and 7. The Warrior 48.
Leon furious over there. The Warriors just trying to catch a break here tonight. Down 13-0, 9 minutes to go in this first half. Leon's furious. Dorston crutching off the field, giving his players, and you can just hear this Bacon crowd out here.
Jackson, that
pumped
timeout
up.
gives them another chance and gives them a chance to bring in Hutzel to the game. Let's see what he brings to the table. 4th and 7, a passing down, but the way they run the ball, I wouldn't be surprised. Warriors loading the box. 3 receivers out to the top. Barrett Lindell in one-on-one coverage at the bottom of your screen. About 4th and 7 or 8. Tries to get the Warriors to jump.
Morgan almost jumps there. Oh, and another flag down on the field.
I think this one finally is going to be the Spartans jumping. They were just set there. It's like 4th and 7, 4th and 8. Spartans go on the field, and they're trying to get the hard count. Hard count, get the Warriors to jump and move them 5 yards closer to the sticks, where it's kind of a 4th and manageable, I guess. 4th and 8's a little long. And they'll take the penalty, they'll take the timeout, and they're going to end up punting this one away.
Yeah, I can see Huber getting a little slow off the field there, going over and getting some water. And Spartans to kick back to Tepe. Punt, excuse me.
Another flag down on the play.
It's the 3rd down in a row with a flag on the field, Luke.
Once again, a Spartan false start. Mike Blatt, Spartans head coach, Conference Coach of the Year. Bacon finished the regular season at 8-2. This is their 8th trip to the playoffs, and they lost in the state semifinals a few times. And also, Blatt, Coach of the Year, couldn't really outcoach the Warriors defense trying to get them with the hard count, but definitely a smart play.
Yeah, not at all. I know the Warriors last time going to the state semis was 1990. Almost 21 years ago. That is insane.
They need more of defensive possessions like that to give them a chance at the regional semifinals next weekend, as this punt stops at just exactly the 20-yard line. And hopefully the Warriors have better luck going the other way in the second quarter. 9 minutes and 20 seconds remain. Adam, this Bacon defense has looked great. What do you think the main cause is?
I think the main cause is really their size and their speed. They're kind of going at the quarterback a little more like they haven't really been during the regular season. They're kind of jacking that up, and they're also their defensive backs are playing well, and their line is really doing well, just stopping Tepe and the other players trying to run up the middle of the field.
Warriors have 3 receivers split at the bottom of your screen. Tully looks left, looks right, throws right, and that's Whitmore's second catch of the night for just about 5 yards, brings up 2nd and 5.
Another sophomore to sophomore play there.
In on the tackle, Nolan Wall.
Take what we can get for the Warriors, down 13-0. Have a look here. Tully throws that spiral right there, and Wall just in on Whitmore right away. Not a huge hit, takes him down to the ground, gets the job done. You see Tully getting back there again with Tepe behind him.
Quiet first quarter at least for Timmy Stewart. Tully steps up in the pocket, and that is a huge hit and sack by Nolan Wall. Came in and just laid the hit on Tully and said something about it afterwards.
We're going to have to see another look at this, Luke. I mean, Tully hit hard. Looks like he's grabbing his pads. And take a look here. Tully with the ball, no time to think, and Wall is in with that big hit on him. Nothing Tully can do about that one. Taken to the ground. What a play by Nolan Wall. Hear the crowd chanting something here. Not quite sure what they're saying, but they're definitely clapping. I think they're saying, "Let's go Bacon," and reasonable cause at that. Great play by Wall, up 13-0 are the Spartans.
3rd and 10 coming up for the Warriors. Tully drops back, avoiding the sack, throws it over the middle, and this ball's picked off. That's Jimmy Mumper. Let's see what they say.
Looks like Mumper's down on the play. Looks like he might have hurt his knee or something.
Is it an interception? That it is. Roger Bacon takes over on
Mumper's
Warrior
hurt.
34, and Mumper's down after a really nice play.
We're hoping for the best, Luke. High school football, nobody wants anyone to get hurt. We're hoping Mumper gets up, speedy recovery. He looks like he's in a lot of pain down there on the field, and we're hoping for the best for him there. We can have a look at this play here. You can see Tully throws that. Looks like his intended receiver was Connor there, and Mumper just there to get that ball right before it hits the ground.
Bacon defense once again brings pressure. Adam, this has kind of turned into a common theme. I know teams like to bring it on 3rd and long, but they've brought it nearly every down on that last drive.
Yeah, I think they've really been doing that, and they've been especially utilizing Nolan Wall. Being the wrestler that he is, he's able to make the tackles and the sacks. And like you said, they've really just been adding a lot of pressure and the speed as well.
Let's take another slow-mo look. It looks like the injury might have came from the original, oh my gosh, that left foot kind of turns an ugly way.
Yeah.
Turned away once I saw that one. Oh,
yeah, that's
boy.
not fun to see. I think
He's going to
good,
walk
but
off the field.
good for him. I mean, big play. Looks like he twisted something, but he's walking off strong. Hope for the best for him. Hopefully we can see him back in this game shortly. You can see everyone in the crowd bundled up in blankets. It's a cold one here at Roger Bacon. Mumper walking off, takes his helmet off.
Roger Bacon, as we resume action, has possession at great field position at the Warriors' 33-yard line. Huber a little less quiet on that last drive. They had to punt. They fed it to their man Hutzel. Let's see if they do the same here. They're going to throw on 1st down. Rolls right, has a man at about the 30-yard line. He makes the catch and picks up about 4 yards after being taken down by Evan Morgan.
Morgan in there for that tackle. Nothing special there. That's another good play from those Spartans to pick up about 7.
Second and 6. Spartans hand this one off to Hutzel. Hutzel bounces around the outside, showing off the speed. Barrett Lindell finally tackles him about 22. Great play by the Hutzel, bouncing it outside after having nothing up the hole.
Yeah, Hutzel almost runs into those cheerleaders there. You can take a look here. Hutzel with the ball. Goes straight outside. Cutting around Tepe, can't get to him. And he's out and taken down by Lindell.
Barrett Lindell got first team honors this week as a CHL first teamer at quarterback. There's a reason we haven't said his name, and it's because they're not throwing his way. As his man in really good coverage, and Lindell a little bit undersized to say the least, but definitely has the heart of a champion, or at least the heart of a first team all conference cornerback.
Plays defense with you, Luke, in lacrosse. I know, I'm sure you know about all of his heart and dedication to that.
Actually, a penalty on that last play is going to bump Bacon back to the 40-yard line. Warriors catch a break. They're going to dump this one off the Hutzel. Screaming right after him is Timmy Stewart. He makes him miss. And Stewart, Lawson Wade, and Jack Milam team up to make a pretty nice play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 12. Warriors defense, after a really helpful penalty, has another chance to stop the Spartans.
Take a look here. Huber to the ball to Hutzel, and not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 Warriors it takes to get him down on that play.
Adam, 3rd and 13. You throwing the ball here? I assume so.
Yeah, I would assume so too. I think if this doesn't work here, they're probably going to bring out Dylan Rolford to kick a field goal.
Dumping this one on the outside. 1 man a miss. Looks like they got him by the shoulders, and he's going to be short of the sticks. And on the catch was Eric Johnson. He had the
Souders in
touchdown
there.
earlier. Really nice play by Connor Souders.
Yeah, that was a solid tackle to get him out of bounds. Almost looked like a horse collar, but I think he got him just below.
So you said they might bring out the kicker. I am shocked. It looks like no, they're gonna keep the offense on the field.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be shocked if you bring out the kicker here. From the 27-yard line, it's about a 44-yard kick, and it's 4th and 4. I'd roll the dice, especially the way this offense is going.
Yeah, 6 minutes left in the half. Probably gonna get the ball one more time. I'm thinking you're going for it. Make a statement here in this first
Warriors
half.
really need a stop here. Trying to retain possession after a bad interception. Their last offensive drive, the defense can get it back for them in the I formation. It's the Spartans, and there's going to be a timeout or interruption. Did they get the Warriors to check?
I think that.
Oh, it's going to be a false start or a delay a game penalty.
Yeah, that Warrior D-line was clapping out on the field. Take a look at what this call is.
There's a lot of confusion on both sidelines. But yes, the Spartans are going to get backed up. And hey, 4th and 9, 4th and 10. Adam, I wonder if they dare to bring the kicker out. They're not going to, but they're going to roll the dice. Huber getting the call from the sideline. I think it was a delay of game penalty. Looked like he spent a lot of time over there pre-snap.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like, Luke. 4th and 9 for the Spartans on the Warrior 32.
They're in a very weird looking formation. 3 men behind Huber. Warriors load in the box. 4th and 9. Let's see if they try to get him to jump again. No, they're going to snap this one. Drops back in the play action. Has absolutely nobody. Connor Souders gets to Huber. And the Warriors are going to take over on downs after another great defensive stand.
Well, that's a big play by the Warriors. That's what they need. I mean, Spartans coming in, taking it down. Not to be a pessimist or anything about either team, but you take a look here.
I just don't get the play call. Rolling out short side of the field, had absolutely nobody the whole time. That's why I just threw it away.
Yeah, nobody in sight. That's a good call by Huber to get that ball out of bounds instead of getting dropped back even further. The Warriors are going to get it now at their own 32. We'll see what they can do with this play.
This is a very big drive, Jackson. Just under 6 minutes left. Marymount trailing 2 possessions. They do get the ball to start the second half. So to get some points up here, get them right back in this game. Tully drops back, has some time, steps up. Oh, and the ball is loose. Roger Bacon has recovered this. Charlie Tully tried to step up and roll out, and just after one play on offense, the Warriors turn it over once again. Roger Bacon defense take away City in the second quarter.
Take a look at this. Tully rolling out, and that's just a big hit by number 79, Dakari Edwards, for those Spartans to knock that ball loose from Tully. Picked up. The Spartans are going to get that ball right back.
At exactly, well, it's the 32, but got traded at the 33. Warriors started at the 33, turned it over at the 32.
Yeah.
I mean, turnovers definitely been a problem for Charlie Tully. Undersized, underclassmen, kind of getting the best of him right now in this big moment. Trick play here by the Spartans. Rolling out, set to throw. Is a receiver. This ball's up for grabs. Nice play made by Evan Morgan in coverage for the Marymount defense. Trick play and a big hit taken by the receiver who actually threw the pass, Jimmy Mumper.
Take a look at a little flea flicker by the Spartans.
Like a little pitch, end around action. And then Mumper set to throw this one. Big hit mid-throw. I don't even know why he threw that. Great play by Morgan in coverage.
Yeah, I was just about to say, he got his hand up right in between that intended receiver. Knocked that ball free. Regardless, Spartans going to get this ball back on second down, 2nd and 10.
Spartans send Hutzel in motion. They have Hutzel on the wheel route. They don't look his way, though. And after about a 6-yard catch, they say the Warriors sprung the ball loose, but forward progress had the Spartan receiver down by contact. Wow. This has been an interesting second quarter.
Take a look here. Huber throwing that ball. Caught by
Eric Johnson there and just taken back by a whole squad of Warriors, but no strip there, just forward progress. Johnson with a nice play.
Adam, that does bring up third down, and third down execution hasn't been too good for the Spartans tonight. What are you doing here?
I say, given their field position, I don't know. I think it would be beneficial for them to run the ball here, seeing as it's only 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5, sends a man in motion, brings it back towards the line of scrimmage. They're going to pitch this one out to their guy, Connor Souders, trying to chase him down, screaming for a hold call as the Warriors, and he just steps out of bounds. I don't know what the heck Jamal Hutzel was doing. He didn't even want to get hit.
Yeah, I don't know. He looked a little scared on that play, just ran right out of bounds.
That did not look like the Conference Player of the Year carry right there.
Take a look again. So there's going to be a hold on this play. You can see right there at the back of your screen.
They didn't call the hold. But now, a 47-yard kick attempt for the Spartans. Big fella Dylan Rolfert in to kick this. This would tie his career-long, season-long, and program history-long Special Teams Player of the Year, set to kick it.
Oh, looks like it's tipped by the Warriors.
I think the Warriors got a piece, and Mariemont's going to get this one back. Back-to-back, great, actually back-to-back-to-back, great defensive stands by the Warriors. A turnover on downs, a punt, and now a blocked field goal, or at least tipped field goal.
See J.D. Long and David Dorson on that Warriors sideline, pumped up about that play. I mean, this ball has stayed in between the 20 and the 30. I mean, for the last 5 minutes, you can take a look here.
So it actually just wasn't tipped. The launch angle was perfect. It looks like a complete knuckleball, and it was just wide left. The second it left Rolfert's foot.
Honestly,
8 of 10 on the year now.
I think there's a chance that was tipped, Luke. I couldn't really see,
The
but
launch angle was so high there. Tepe picks up about 5 on the carry. And the Warriors, Jackson, are gaining some momentum here. Just under 4.5 to play in the first half.
Yeah, you know, their whole team pumped up after that missed tip, regardless of what it was, all pumped up. And this is a big play for them. 4 minutes left in this first half, Try to get something done. Break down this margin a little bit. 13-0 Spartans.
Adam, Spartans not looking too good on their last offensive plays. Their defense has held up great. They're facing, I'm not going to say adversity, but it's just they're struggling a little bit on the offensive end as Tully throws this one out wide and just out of the reach of Timmy Stewart. Flag comes in at the end of the play, though. This is going to be roughing the passer. Yep, roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty.
Anything
in a playoff game like that, 15 yards is a huge shot play. Brogan Weathers, the junior, not making a smart decision at all, hitting Tully way late.
From a play that was nothing to a play that was something. That's 15 yards, big for the Warriors. That's going to move those chains up for them. Take a look here.
That's
super
just a dirty
late.
shot.
That's
Oh
messed
my
up. I mean,
head down right in his gut.
ball's completely gone. Just lit him up for no reason. Yeah, that's a dirty play.
Adam, back to your original thought. I mean, it's not adversity, but stuff like this, I think they might be a little rattled. I mean, you guys do get a lot of big wins. You're on pace right now to get a big win, but the Warriors kind of stepping up and holding their ground, I'd say.
Yeah, they definitely are.
Charlie Tully over the middle, has a man, Ethan Malafa. He picks up the first down and some. Takes about 4 Bacon defensive backs to bring him down after a 12-yard catch. And the Warriors have now entered Roger Bacon territory at the 49-yard line as the clock continues to move. 3.5 to go. Trying to jar it loose. Ethan Malafa just kind of finding his spot in the middle of the field, sitting down and doing his thing.
Malafa had Hawkins and a bunch of other Spartans on him there, but held the ball, bring the Warriors up to Spartans 49. First time in a while that they've been on the Spartan side of the field.
And now the Warriors bench comes out in a pretty excited manner as Roger Bacon elects to call a second timeout of the half. Marymount moving the ball, Bacon defense.
Take a look at that Marymount side of the field, and their fans are definitely pumped up. Look, it's pajama themed for the Warriors student section. Look at all those, looks like that group of girls wearing all pink. Definitely showing out for that theme, and looks like there's some laughter, excitement going on. You can see that Bacon over there. I'm sure coaches just telling them to keep their heads cool, keep them calm and collected. I mean, telling them just to ride it out this 3 minutes and 24 seconds left in this first half, and they'll be just fine. Completely opposite going on the other side of the field. I'm sure those Warrior coaches over there getting their players pumped up, trying to get them get on the board before the end of this first half. See Tepe there on your screen getting ready.
Just under 3.5. Tully 5 wide. Lone man in the backfield. Warriors offensive line's going to hold up here for Tully. He's going to roll left, throw left. What a throw and what a catch. Connor Souders on the outside picks up 9.
Big catch by Souders. Grabbing across his body to get that ball before he went out of bounds. Going to get a replay right here. Take a look. Great throw. Leaving the pocket is Tully. Throwing across his body. Great throw in motion to Souders, and that's an excellent play from that sophomore to senior.
Tully had rolled left, right-hander, throwing across his body, picking on Eric Johnson in coverage. Bacon crowd now trying to get their Spartans stand up here. 2nd and 2. Warriors going to hand this one to Tepe along the outside. Stiff arm. Tepe knocks a man down and picks up the first down. Big run from Max Tepe.
That's a huge play by Tepe. What a stiff arm, just taking that Spartan down for the first. Gonna get a look back at it again. That's Tully to Tepe. Tepe running around the outside.
Oh, eat that.
That's Nolan Wall absolutely destroyed by Tepe getting outside. And that's another big play for these Warriors. David Dorston out there in that Warrior huddle, getting them pumped up. Can't be there out on the field with them, but he can definitely be there in their hearts, getting them ready. I'm sure talking to Charlie Tully, that sophomore quarterback. 3 minutes left, just hoping to get something on the board for these Warriors.
Another timeout. So timeout, then a play, then another timeout. Adam, what are you thinking? I mean, the Warriors are in Spartan territory. They still have that 13-0 lead, but picking up some momentum here.
Yeah, they definitely are picking up some momentum. I think after their first few drives where they had a lot of turnovers, that kind of sapped their momentum a little bit. Seems like they're getting it back here. Could possibly go in, put themselves on the board before the half.
That would be big. I think even getting any points here, I know the Warriors do have a pretty good field goal kicker in Marco Zanardo, but their sights are for the end zone as they're set to play the first down snap inside Bacon territory at the 37-yard line. Warriors get the ball, start the second half. Remember, screen pass designed.
Lord.
It was a screen pass, so the defensive line broke through untouched. There was only like 2 of the Marymount offensive line out to block for Tepe. Charlie, super smart decision to just dump that one.
Yeah, I mean, he saw, look at this. You can just take a look here. 4 big defensive linemen for the Spartans coming in. Charlie, smart decision just to throw that one away before he gets pummeled.
.301 to go in the first half, 2nd and 10. Timmy Stewart in one-on-one coverage at the top of your screen. Souders set in motion. Charlie looks Souders' way, has a man, has a catch, and I think he doesn't have a first down just by 1 yard, but that's another good pickup. Charlie Tully, Jackson, I mean, I'd say the biggest flaw in his game is just the weak arm of some sort, just considering he's still growing.
Take a
just
look there, just a low throw, but doesn't matter.
Catch.
Souders gets that again, another
Warriors
big
go
catch.
hurry up over the middle. Oh, on 3rd and 1, this ball is knocked down. Intended receiver was Tepe just on a curl route. And that's a very nice play made. To get back to roughing the passer call from earlier is Brogan Withers. Brings up 4th and 1.
Yeah, take a look here. Tully throwing that one down, and Brogan Withers just in there to smother that one in.
This is a huge down, Jackson.
Yeah, this is a huge down. This determines the rest of the game, in my opinion.
Crowd getting into it, giving Bacon the defense. This Bacon defense trying to eat some bacon here and stop the Warriors from picking up the first down. 4th and 1. Tully's going to be 5 wide. I'm shocked. I'm surprised they don't just give it to their guy Tepe. They're going to throw it here. A lot of trust in Charlie Tully. Drops back, has a lot of time, has a man on the left side as Ethan Malafa. Warriors convert on 4th down.
Ethan Malafa hit pretty hard there after the first down pickup, moving those chains up for the Warriors. I mean, that's a lot of trust in your sophomore quarterback. Take a look here. I mean, big play. Great throw by Tully. Getting that out to his big senior.
Very gutsy play call by the man on your screen right there. Head coach Nick Leone just in his 3rd season. Tully drops back, looks left, throws left. Going for the acrobatic catch was Connor Souders. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
He's done it a few times this game. Nothing there.
Warriors taking their time on this drive. These drives can be detrimental to defenses, going nearly the length of the field, 70 yards, 80 yards, 10-plus plays. 2:18 to go in this first half. Charlie Tully in the 5 wide like he was on 4th down. Looking over the middle, has this guy Malafa. Picks up 7. Gonna bring up 3rd and 3. Another huge down coming up, but Jackson, Ethan Malafa looking like Charlie Tully's go-to guy tonight in the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm thinking Malafa and Souders both. I mean, we haven't really seen much out of Lindell, Stewart, anyone like that. Really just Malafa that has come out strictly tonight. Malafa and Souders on. Tully's made some good throws to both of them, getting up some crucial yards for them as he goes out to get it again.
All right, 3rd and 3. Tepe in the backfield. Tully hands one to Tepe. Has a hole up the gut. Is it enough? I think it is. They're going to. The spot is at about the 10, 9-yard line, and the sticks are at the 8. They haven't moved him just yet.
Take a look here on your screen.
Oh, is there a flag? Or
I'm not sure. I think they're just short. I think they're going to bring the chains out to the field.
Let's see.
No, for sure.
I
But
think they should bring him out at least.
I agree.
Or okay, what is going on?
I don't know.
I think we're gonna replay 3rd down, is what the chains say, and I don't even know what the. Guess we'll just let the referees.
Oh, they're
take their time.
signaling for the chains
Yeah,
to
they're
come
coming out.
out.
The spot was kind of questionable. I thought Tepe was at least at the 10-yard line after falling forward.
Yeah, I don't think they got it here.
Yeah, it doesn't. Haven't extended him just yet.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, that is
They got it.
1st down Warriors by about
Inches.
a fingernail.
Yeah, I mean, super slight 1st down, but we'll take it for sure. And take a look here at this play. Tepe getting in.
What a finish to the carry by Max Tepe.
Yeah, just
Rolling
Falling
around for that
forward.
extra yard. That's a big play. Putting himself out there in jeopardy, putting his body out there and getting that 1st down.
Here we go. Marymount striking to get in the end zone. 1st and 10. Line to gains just at the 2-yard line. Tully steps up. Nice play. Makes a man miss. Cuts it back up the middle. And Tully dodged for the touchdown. What a run by Charlie Tully. Making the sophomore look like a senior, cutting in and out of the Bacon defense, and the Warriors respond 6-13.
What a play by Tully. Take a look here on your screen. That was an excellent play call.
Wow.
Goes in, dodges 1, 2, 3,
Stiff arm.
4. Barely getting in, just shoving his hand out, putting his head on the line for that touchdown. That's a big play, getting that Warrior momentum back.
Maybe, Jackson, we were saying 20 minutes ago that Bacon
Blowout,
that the
yeah.
blowout Bacon
Yeah.
missing that extra point would probably have nothing to do with the game, but Warriors and Souders, they're faking it and going for 2. And what are they doing?
I don't
Oh,
know.
it was a
bad snap.
Bad snap. I did talk to Charlie Tully and Coach Leone on a bad snap. That is a designed play the Warriors have, but that's going to come back to bite
Yeah,
them, 'cause
I mean,
wow.
they could have gotten that extra point there, another touchdown. You can take a look here. That's a super high snap, barely
wow.
missed, and, you know, that's a great recovery out there by Tully to just get that up to Souders and get him in for the attempt, but nothing happened there. But either way, great play by Tully, and, I mean, that would have been big. Get that up to 7 for the Warriors. Another touchdown could put them up 14-13 potentially, but, hey, happy to be on the board. Minute 21 left in this 1st half.
I mean, that is an enormous response. Adam, I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'm kind of in the middle here of this press box. And get another look at this touchdown. I'm in between Jackson here, who after the touchdown is jumping up and down, clapping. And Adam, you're like, oh my gosh, we have a ball game again. If you're Roger Bacon, what are you thinking right now?
Yeah, I would say that was definitely an unlikely play. He dodged like 3 or 4 guys there. definitely say the defense has to step it up, just like we mentioned at the beginning of the game. I say that you just try to score. 1:21 left in this quarter, so just try to score before the half. They do have time, not much of it.
They used their timeouts though on that last drive, trying to get their defense to step up, which they could not. Charlie Tully, 2 turnovers tonight, Jackson. Huge touchdown.
Yeah,
making up for both of them right there, I'd say.
That was for sure big. That was one of the best plays of his high school career, in my opinion.
Oh, this kick is somewhat muffed after the squib by Zanardo.
You know, I'm wondering if that was an onside attempt. I mean, he looked like he got over that ball a lot. I don't know
think
if that
they're
was an
keeping it
attempt
away
to
from
squid.
Bacon's returner.
Yeah, I mean, 4 touchdowns on the year. Not sure why you wouldn't. I mean, that's
Kyle
a smart
Geyer.
play call by Leon out there. I mean, Geyer's taken it to the house 4 times this year on kick returns. Take a close up here at Zanardo.
He's just taking a
Oh yeah,
deep angle.
yeah, that was just an unfortunate kick. I mean, Bacon misses that ball, but
They still
quick to jump on it is Nolan Wall.
They get pretty good field position here at their own 35. I think we're going to see them throw it quite a bit as they are limited on time. Minute and 19 left in the half. Warriors receive the second half kickoff, looking for a stop, and Bacon trying to increase their lead and respond to the Warrior touchdown. Throw comes out right, and this one's incomplete.
Oh, right to Beamer Walker, and he just barely misses that one.
I think it was kind of into the ground. We have a tough angle up here, to be
Yeah,
honest.
I couldn't really see potential replay on that, but I'm not really quite sure what happened there.
It was a design screen to the left side, down to the Warriors sideline. For Beamer Walker, the speedster. He's been non-existent.
Yeah,
the
since the
last
first quarter,
few
really haven't
minutes.
seen much out of him.
2nd and 10. In the shotgun, high snap. Huber knocks it down. A ton of pressure coming his way. He escapes out to the right, trying to throw downfield. This ball's up for grabs. Max Tepe has intercepted this at the Warrior 46-yard line, and that is nothing short of a terrible decision by Huber. Rolling right, trying to make something out of nothing, and complete disaster mode as the Warriors retain with a minute left in the half.
Yeah, that whole play is just because of Malafa's great pressure, getting through that offensive line from the Spartans and getting in, pressuring Huber, making him think on his feet, and makes the wrong decision. Not sure if he was trying to throw it out of bounds, but take a look here. Malafa just in there, swinging outside.
He's telling his man to go downfield, gives him a chance.
But no
Tepe.
chance there. Tepe gets up there, grabs that ball out of the air. Warriors back with the ball, trying to make something happen with just over a minute left in this first half.
Warriors have really good field position at the 45-yard line, and they do have a few timeouts remaining. So maybe we might see some fireworks to end the half. Trying to do the 1-minute drill as Tully has all kinds of time. He's forced to roll out right, and he makes the smart decision that Huber should have done and just throws it away.
You know, as a sophomore quarterback, Luke, honestly super surprised at some of his calls. Like stuff like that, super smart. That's something that a veteran normally does, and he's doing that as a young sophomore. I mean, really impressive night at Tully so far. I'm impressed.
I just cannot wait to see. I mean, he's going to probably take a gap year again next year as in being the backup. He does play other positions like the safety and corner he plays on defense, but his senior year, if he does get that arm strength, he can be a pretty talented kid.
Completely agree with you there, Luke.
2nd and 10. Bacon crowd trying to get their defense step up here and keep this a 7-point game going into the half. Tully, check down out wide to Tepe, cuts it back up the gut, makes a man miss, and Hall in on the tackle after about 3 yards. That's not going to cut it, trying to do the 1-minute drill. So the Warriors need to get up to the sticks. Hurry up offense in effect. Third and 7. They get the snap up pretty quickly. Look wide to Whitmore. He needs to get out of bounds. That is a sophomore mistake from Davis Whitmore. Nice first down, though. Wow.
That's a mistake. He had time to get out, and he chose to go right at his man. Should have just stepped out there, saved one of their timeouts. 30 seconds left.
Yeah, that might come back to bite him.
Yeah.
Adam, Roger Bacon, as we've seen kind of mainly in the first quarter, they're just a super talented team. A lot of athletes on this roster. only 2 guys play both sides of the ball. Nearly every single Warrior player is going to be on offense and defense. What do you think they're feeling over there? I mean, have they had a lot of tight games this year?
They have had a few. I'd say their tightest game of the year was their Week 1 win over Taft. Aside from that, most of their games have either been them getting blown out or them blowing out other teams. So I'd say they're not really used to tight games, so this is something new for them.
Yeah, the Warriors definitely putting up a fight here. I mean, first quarter gotten blown out and coming back with a fight and a drive this second quarter. Just trying to make something out of nothing here.
First
Good
and
for
10
them.
from the 44. 29 seconds remain. Tepe comes in motion towards the Warrior sideline. This Warrior offensive line is holding up really nicely right now for Tully. Gives him time to scramble outside, and he has Tepe wide open at the 32. First down, Warriors.
Great call by Tep. Catch that ball immediately out of bounds. Only shaves off 8 seconds on the clock there. Still plenty of time for the Warriors. Take a look here.
This is just Tepe finding the soft spot in the defense. This is what you got to do when you're in scramble mode. All the receivers come back to the quarterback. Just sit down.
Great play by Tully rolling outside for that one.
21 seconds remain. This is a crazy second quarter, back and forth, back and forth. Maybe the Warriors take a shot. Tully doesn't have too much time and throws this one away.
Roughed up a little on that play was Tully. Nothing out of that. Only takes
Jackson,
away
you
4
play
seconds.
soccer, or you did play soccer.
Yeah.
Marymount boys soccer team was eliminated last week after a really good season, but with the Warrior kicker, Marco Zanardo, the lefty, what kind of leg do you think he has as we come down to the end of the half?
He's got a big leg, Luke, but to be honest, the Warriors have been having Souders take the field goals and Zanardo really taking the kickoff. So, I mean, long field goal, could potentially see Zanardo out there, but to be honest, I think they're going to stick with Souders, who's been out there a lot of the time. But
I have seen Zanardo nail a 51-yarder, but that's with no offensive line. That launch angle has a lot to do with the distance. Trying to make this kick maybe shorter is Whitmore. Nice catch by Davis Whitmore. What are they saying? So it is a complete pass. Warriors, of course, call a timeout with 3 seconds left. So spot is at the 27. That'd be a 44-yard kick. I mean, I don't know. Do you take a shot to the end zone with 3 seconds, kind of like a Hail Mary? Nice catch by Davis Whitmore.
To be honest, I think a coach could think 2 ways. Think, A, we can get 3, make it 13-9. I mean, honestly, that's still a touchdown away.
You want points, though, going in.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I mean, score 9 unanswered against Bacon, who went up 13-0 on you. You could definitely do that. Or you could look at it like score another one, tie the game up. That's also big. So I could see Leon going either way here, talking with his players on the sideline as they use up their last time out for this half. Clock switching from 3 seconds to 10 seconds, looks like.
So, yeah, the timeout came. So if the Warriors do pick up a first down on 3rd and about 6, the clock will stop as the chains move. So they could potentially get a first down spike and maybe kick a shorter field goal. Or they're just going to take a shot to the end zone. It's all in the hands of the play caller, Leon, his guy Tully. I don't know how good Tully's arm is, though. So I'm not even sure if he can get a ball to the end zone from here. Nevertheless, we're going to see right here in the shotgun, Tepe out to his left. Look for Stewart at the top of your screen. They bring pressure. Tully has to scramble. He's throwing this ball up for grabs. Timmy Stewart one-on-one, and it's knocked away.
Oh! Little
Stewart looking for a flag. That was great coverage in on the play by Andrew.
Coverage. A little something going on there after the play. Stewart furious. You can take a look here. Tully gets that ball. Nothing going on inside. Rolling out.
That was a great throw.
That was a great throw. Stewart up.
Nice play.
That's really good coverage from Tioni Andrew.
Yeah, I struggled with that name earlier.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's a good name for a good player. And the Warriors are just going to kind of go Hail Mary mode, it looks like here. From the 27, I think this is pretty, I mean, I'm not going to say it's doable, but it's got a better chance from the 50. Tully just needs some time. He doesn't have it. He's going every which way and just going to throw this one to the ground. I mean, he was hit way after the play, and it looks like this is a common trend. I think that's roughing the passer. Bacon's just getting every little lick on Charlie Tully. But the sophomores hanging in there as we go into halftime. Bacon leads 13-6, but the Warriors are climbing back in this one, and I think momentum has swung. As for ICRC, we're going to go into break. We'll be back at the start of the second half. Warriors to receive. Bacon leads 13-6.
On air or online. This is media for your community. This is ICRC TV.
There's no better feeling than to be a part of a fire department. This is a family.
Police officer, it's a great job. It really is. You never know what you're going to get. You never know who you're going to help.
We're forgetting what's going on outside. We're focusing on what's going on in here, and we're all family.
This idea of a family academy, connecting families to talk about relevant issues.
Unbelievable. Milford has stormed all the way back in this football game.
The Warriors in the state finals! State finals! Ohio Wesleyan, here we come!
And it's up to every one of you all to keep this going and carry the torch. I hope you will do that. Thank you.
ICRC TV.
I was physically at school, but my mind wasn't at school. I had problems at home. That's when I met Narnese. She started helping me a little bit, like, Nia, I don't know what you're doing, but your future is more important. She's my strength. It takes a village to help somebody get their diploma. It changes your whole life.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to ICRC TV Sports. Three-pointer. Got it! What a goal! Marymount going to the championship!
Welcome to another edition of Viking Voices, the people of Princeton. I certainly appreciate the great partnership with ICRC to host. And behind the cameras today, we have our amazing interns. So appreciate Dwayne and Cody again for coming back this year as they've done actually for the last 3 years. Last year looked a little bit different, but it's great to be back in person. With us today, our new football coach, Coach Andre Parker. Coach, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so Coach, big switch coming over. What do you think about Vike Nation so far?
I think it's awesome. I think it's all about the P.
What are some specific things you're working on right now to develop that tradition, bring kind of back some of the things? I know Coach Daniels did a great job and the other coaches, but previously, but like what are you trying to instill in our kids?
I am trying to teach them history. I think with this generation, a lot of times they don't understand the history of where Princeton comes from and what Princeton means. So I'm trying to get as many as the old guys around as I can and help them understand what Princeton means, what the horns mean. So those things are exciting. The kids are starting to get it. They're starting to take pride in it.
Well, Coach, I know that there's a legendary coach out there that you've talked to, Coach Mancuso. So what are some nuggets that you've gleaned off some of the conversations you've had with Coach Mancuso?
Our first conversation, he wowed me. Because I know he's in his 90s, and he's like, no, Coach, I still work out 3-4 days a week. I get up early in the morning, me and my wife, we go get after it. And I'm like, wow. Just his work ethic, the attention to detail, the way his former players talk about him, the way they said that he cared and loved them. And I've talked to quite a few that still talk to him every week. So that's huge.
Yeah. Coach, we know that your job here, we've talked so much before. Like, I think you do a great job coaching. But there's a whole nother side. The vast majority of your day is another job. Can you talk a little bit about that?
So essentially, I'm a secondary support for the students at the high school and middle school. So what I've been doing in these first few weeks is really building relationships with the kids, getting them to trust me. So if they have issues or if there's any way that I can help them, that they know that my office is open and they can come to me. So we're currently going through lists and finding kids that we know we're going to need more support and going about it that way.
Yeah, and when we were talking, I asked lots of questions about what it is that you do during the course of the day, and you've done a great job thus far. Really excited about the supports that you're going to bring to our school district and specifically our students. What are some things that you think our kids in general or students in general should really focus on as they try to look to the future?
I think just bettering themselves every day. I think we got enough craziness in the world, and if they get caught up into that, you can become depressed or you can start worrying about the future. I think we got to take it day by day, and we have to keep pressing forward.
Coach,
Well, last question. This is definitely my kryptonite. I don't know that I could work here as much as you girls are amazing, but what is your best seller? When people walk in here, what is it that they're really looking for? Is it your cookies, your donuts? What's the best seller?
I'd probably say donuts.
I would say donuts. That's a hard question.
Birthday cakes? No.
We have a lot of the cake because our cakes are scratch made here. Our buttercream icing is made here. I think we take a lot of. I just think we take a lot of pride in everything we make, and our cakes. You have people all the time.
And it bothers
The
us if
flowers.
something's not right.
Yeah.
Like we do, and anybody makes mistakes, and it bothers us. It's not like, it bothers us that somebody wasn't happy with
the product.
But I think the one thing people don't understand is how incredibly physically hard this job is in the back.
Lifting
It's very,
trays,
very
cooking,
hard.
pans, whatever it takes to get the job done. Yeah.
But it's what it is.
It is what it is, and
It's what it is.
it's a great thing that
At least
you
we're
girls.
working with family. I mean, there are times when we're,
But I think we're lucky too because we have a lot of the same. Like, I can remember because I do a lot of the cakes. And you talking about I remember you bringing your kids in here. And now your grandkids are coming. I do. I remember your son.
Yeah.
And it's funny because now I'll have a cake come through, like a graduation cake. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking, oh my God.
They can't be
They can't be
graduating.
You know what I'm saying? So we have so many of it, like families.
Generations.
And then generations.
Yeah.
And we do see now, especially with Harrison building up as much as it is, we have a lot of new families, from the newer homes of Parks of Whitewater, from, we have a lot of newer families that come in a lot of times on the weekends, especially Saturday and Sundays. She doesn't work in the store on Sundays, so she would probably not know
the faces.
Yeah, but I see them and I'm like, hey, glad you guys came back. We have a lot of new faces too.
Yeah.
We really do.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, the Harrison Chamber is going to be nominating different businesses for different categories.
Given up by the system 7 times, I let you twist me up and get me so out of line, but it's not enough. Just wanting something better. No, I should just be grateful for the things that I have. Hanging tough, and I'm hanging around. care. I know it's not that tough, but it still ain't fair now. I can't help falling in love. I can't tell you what's enough. Well, I know that anyone could tear my heart to spill. And I know if they can, if they can, if they can, they will.
Angela Bazari Flugrath. Angela Bazari Flugrath was a member of the 2006 graduating class. Angela Flugrath left her mark on Mason as the most decorated athlete in the school's history. She earned 8 varsity letters between cross country and track, helping Mason to its first ever team state title in girls track and field in 2004. Angela was 11-time FAVC champion, a 13-time district champion, 12-time regional champion, and an 8-time state champion. I'll say it again, 8-time state champion. That's pretty good. She earned 7 of her 8 state titles in individual running events, with 2 coming from cross country. She was named FAVC Runner of the Year 5 times, Southwest Ohio Runner of the Year 4 times, and First Time All-Ohio 7 times. She held 7 Mason High School records and 3 Greater Cincinnati records upon graduation. Today, the best runners in the state of Ohio come to Mason Invite to participate in the Bazari Mile, an annual running event held in her honor. After high school, Angela went on to the University of Illinois, where she became a 3-time NCAA Division I champion and 9-time All-American. She held 7 records for the Illini and was inducted into the Illinois Hall of Fame in 2019. Today, Angela lives out west in Fresno, California, with her husband, Carl. Her parents, Mr. and Mrs. Bazari, are here tonight. Angela could not be with us tonight, but we have her on video. Here's Angela.
I want to start off by taking the time to say how honored I feel to be inducted into the Mason High School Athletic Hall of Fame. I am particularly honored to be inducted with such an amazing group of people and athletes, one of whom was my teammate. This award has me reflecting on my time as an athlete, specifically at Mason. I played sports for a long time. I played in high school, collegiately, and professionally, and some of my best memories are from my time at Mason High School. I don't always remember specifically my times at Mason or the specific races. It really went by so fast. But what I do remember are the fun times with amazing people. I remember summer long runs with friends, afterward having bagels and chatting. I remember the long bus rides after successful meet, full of laughter. I remember the 4x800 winning as a team. I think sport was really helpful for me to gain confidence in myself. I was shy as a high schooler and still particularly kind of quiet. And Sports taught me that I can set a big goal and take small daily steps to get there. I really fell in love with sports at Mason High School, and confidence in myself grew. And I will forever be proud to be a Mason High School graduate and a Comet. I wanted to take a second to thank some of those people who made my time at Mason such a positive experience, some of whom are here today. They include both Kelly and Tony Affatato for their continual support and enthusiasm. They really helped make track and field such a positive experience for me. All the fun I had with my teammates, it couldn't be done without them. And then finally, I want to spend the time thanking my parents for being supportive in both athletics and life. Again, I just wanted to say thank you so much for inducting me into the Hall of Fame with such an amazing group of people. Go Comets!
Let's hear one more round of applause for all of our inductees.
Looking forward to walking the park.
Yeah, it should be a fun day.
So Ted, right now we are standing inside the park where we will have several gateways, one being at 5 Points at Main and Lila, and a couple on either Main Street and on the Lila side.
Yeah.
And it'll be this great green area where people can come in and just enjoy the day.
Absolutely.
And there's going to be meandering paths with tree line that will provide shade. And also there's swings and Adirondack chairs.
And I think somewhere in this area there's going to be the water feature as well, which you've mentioned before, what a great draw that'll be for both the community and people outside the community, and really a crown jewel for the city itself.
Yeah.
And then in addition to the community involvement or people being able to visit locally, this is the center of both the downtown business district as well as the uptown business district. So whether you want to come here as a family or you just want to take a lunch break when you're working here, it's going to be a great place to come.
And it is also part of the Dora, right? So people can grab their beverage at one of the local establishments here and have a really great setting to hang out in and relax as they're making their way either downtown or uptown.
Yep. It'll be great.
Good morning, Uglyville!
Every ugly doll is unique.
I'm Moxie.
Bobo.
Wait.
Call me Slick Doll.
What?
And every child is too.
They can be pretty lovable.
That's why when you travel, you should make sure your child is in the right seat for their age and size.
This is why you're the wisest doll in town.
Well, keep them safe by visiting nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Isn't that right, gibberish cat?
Find the right seat today.
Let's take a time out to talk about educational athletics. That means the school sports are an extension of the classroom. Student athletes earn the privilege of participation in sports by succeeding during the school day first, before they put on the team uniform after. Student athletes prove that with better attendance records, higher GPAs, and fewer discipline issues than non-student athletes. That's what it means to be a part of the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
On air or online. This is media for your community. This is ICRC TV.
There's no better feeling than to be a part of a fire department. This is a family.
Police officer, it's a great job. It really is. You never know what you're going to get. You never know who you're going to help.
We're forgetting what's going on outside. We're focusing on what's going on in here, and we're all family.
This idea of a family academy, connecting families to talk about relevant issues.
Unbelievable. Milford has stormed all the way back in this football game.
The Warriors in the state finals! State finals! Ohio Wesleyan, here we go!
And it's up to every one of you all to keep this going and carry the torch. I hope you will do that. Thank you.
ICRC TV.
I was physically at school, but my mind wasn't at school. I had problems at home. That's when I met Narnese. She started helping me a little bit, like, Nia, I don't know what you're doing, but your future is more important. She's my strength. It takes a village to help somebody get their diploma. It changes your whole life.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Give kisses. Give kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just.
Our hearts are made stronger by how we treat others.
Put her there.
The light you share can impact those around you, but so can the darkness.
Later, twerps! Did Pete saying mean things bother you?
So when you reach out to another person, take a moment to consider how they will feel and let your heart be the key to making a difference. Because of you, someone's entire day, year, or even life can change.
In every heart, there's hope.
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back to ICRC TV for high school playoff football. Alongside Jackson Hampton and Roger Bacon's own, my partner Adam, we are in for an absolute treat of a second half, guys. Roger Bacon strikes early, big punt return, nice drive, 40-yard touchdown. They go up 13-0. The Warriors get 3 turnovers in a row on defense, and Charlie Tully has a nice run. As you can see right here, this was probably the play of the year for him, and definitely so far the play of the game to get the Warriors back in it. We lie 13-6. Jackson, we can start off with the team who will be receiving this kick. What does Marymount have to do in the second half to tie this one up or potentially put themselves in a place to win the game?
Keep the momentum, Luke. I mean, big end of that first half for the Warriors. Tully with that absolutely amazing run. They got the interception from Tepe. I mean, just all-around great play by the Warriors in the end of that second quarter, and that's just a big thing. I think they got to keep the ball going to Tepe. Also, Tully's getting a little more comfortable tonight. Get the ball in the air as well. I mean, all around, just that on offense, and then defense. Really, the most important thing on defense is just stopping Hutzel. I mean, if they can do that, I think the Warriors have a chance at winning this second half.
Yeah, I definitely think there's something to be said for making the quarterback Logan Huber beat you. If you can stop Hutzel, I'd be more confident if you're Marymount, you lose the game, saying, hey, we took out the guy we wanted to stop tonight.
Yeah.
And speaking of Roger Bacon, Adam, what do they have to do to, I guess, gain momentum back, increase their lead, and probably just start converting more on these third downs and playing better offense, to say the least?
Yeah, I'd say their offensive line needs to hold up a lot more. Hutzel's doing a decent job, but they're utilizing their receiving core a lot more than they usually do. Defense should also improve to try to stop Marymount's momentum heading into this second half.
And perfect timing as we're set to get this second half underway. Winner of this game to go to the regional semifinal. Big kick, Max Tepe to receive, and this one's going to bounce over his head, and the Warriors are going to start out at the 20-yard line.
Rolford yet again, another big kick to start this second half of play. 13-6. No time off the clock yet. In for a good second half of high school football.
I mean, I'm thrilled for this half. I was getting a little scared. Adam was on my right here going crazy. Bacon 13-0 lead. I think that, I mean, we were talking about it being over, that extra point not mattering. And then Charlie Tully, gutsy drive. Tepe, nice interception. And the Warriors have momentum. That second half, that halftime break could have killed it a little bit, but this drive is huge. They have a chance to tie it up to start the half. Misdirection, little hand off to Tepe, and Tepe has a hole. Wow, what a tackle made to stop Tepe, but a 15-yard gain for the senior, and I thought he was about to make a house call.
So did I, Luke. I mean, what a way to start this second half of play. I mean, Tepe, just an absolutely amazing run. Take a look here. He's going, he goes outside, and just barely taken down at his own 35. That's a great play call by the Warriors to start this second half.
That's a very nice tackle by Tashida. This senior just getting to Tepe. Tashida, definitely a speedster, playing the safety position he does. First down for the Warriors. They do the same exact play over again, but this one has a little bit of a different result. Tepe still picking up about 2 or 3 yards. Looked like he had more of a hold of the outside, but he cut it back in.
Yeah, not sure what the idea was there. He probably could have gone outside, but decides to go inside. He knows better than I do out on the field, but goes inside, gets taken down by a few Spartans. Gain of about 3 there for Tepe, but nonetheless, about 2nd and 7 for the Warriors coming up here.
Second and 7. Charlie Tully, screen pass out wide to Connor Souders. Catches this ball in stride and falls forward for a pickup of about 5 yards. And this is going to bring up a very early and important 3rd and short for the Warrior offense and the Spartan defense. Adam, we talked about this in the keys to the game. Roger Bacon needs to get to the quarterback. Coach Leone getting these quick little check downs, letting his sophomore not have to stand in the pocket too much. You think Bacon brings pressure here on 3rd and 3?
Yeah, I think if they did, it would definitely be optimal for their game. They could possibly stop him here, but if Tully finds him in the pocket again, then he could just do another check down here.
They're actually going to run it on 3rd and short. Tepe breaks a tackle. Oh, the VAR judge has him at a great spot. They both have him at the 40. We might have to bring the sticks out once again, Jackson.
Yeah, I'm thinking we are. That was too close to call. I mean,
oh, they're going to move him. What an end of the run. Tepe finishes the carry with emphasis, takes a big shot, and falls forward. I mean, if you're Roger Bacon, I think you are well-deserved to be a little bit upset about that spot.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's a great Tepe all night, putting his head on the line to get those few extra yards, which have come into play here, as you can see, another first down.
Souders in motion. Warriors have ran this play now 3 times where they send Souders in motion to hand it to Tepe, and this one the first one to go for negative yardage. And that's almost a 3 or 4 loss.
Yeah, that's Brogan Weathers up there with the big tackle for the Spartans. I mean, loss of yardage there, stopping that Warrior momentum a little bit.
Yeah, Weathers has been really helpful and detrimental to the Spartans game. He had that one late hit earlier in the second half that kind of did not help the Spartans here, but here he is now with more tackles.
Tully, quick pass, and Charlie just doesn't get the ball to the intended receiver, which was Davis Whitmore on the outside. That was kind of a gimme 10-yard pickup there to get this a little shorter, and just came up short.
I think Whitmore almost stripped there. I don't know if he was going back for the ball or what, but just a little confusion there, but no big deal. We'll bring up 3rd down for the Warriors.
It's like 3rd and 14. This is definitely a tough number to gain. Sticks the Warriors are looking for are at the opposing 45-yard line. Tully, Tepe to his left. Tully drops back, feeling a little bit of the pressure, dumps it over the middle to Stewart just for like 3 yards. That brings up 4th and 10, and the Warriors punt team is going to come onto the field.
Yeah, Stewart just to the line of scrimmage there. To the marker there, but 10 yards short of a first down, not going to happen. Warriors going to have to punt this one away after a somewhat optimistic drive, but just not going to happen for them. They're going to give this one back to the Spartans, see what Hutzel and Huber can do now.
Once again, a rugby punt. This one is very high, not too far. Looking for a bounce. As it trickles down. Oh, wow, there's 2 guys. Are you kidding me? Warrior long snapper London Hilchin gets laid on by Dakari Edwards. I mean, that's just once again a play by a bigger guy on Bacon. Just no fight. He just jumped on him.
Super
right
unnecessary.
in front of 2 referees.
Another thing. I mean, late hits all night, stuff like that. I mean, it's just dirty. There's no need to do stuff like that.
And if you're going to do a late hit, at least do it when there aren't 2 referees watching.
Yeah, and exactly. You'd think the referees would do something about it, but they won't. Speaking of needing to do something, is this Roger Bacon offense coming up very short the last 15 minutes of play throughout that second quarter. Hand here, and a nice tackle made after a 4-yard pickup by Max Tepe. Jamal Hutzel got the carry. Tepe took every single pound of his body to bring down Hutzel.
Looks like Zach Meister missed his tackle there to get Hutzel taken down by Tepe. Good play by Tepe, though.
2nd and 6, 2nd and 7. Huber, last drive he had, he threw a pick. Warriors looking to take this one back. He's going to throw it here, and he has an open man over the middle of the field. It's going to be a first down for Roger Bacon, just up to the 39-yard line. Is Eric Johnson.
That was a weird catch. Did you see that, Luke? He kind of caught it and bent down. I thought he tore his ACL on the way he bent down like that, but got the ball.
Looked a bit like Mumper's interception earlier in the second half, except didn't land as badly on his foot.
In the shotgun, 1st and 10. Huber, he's going to hand this one off. And it has a hole, and it takes Tepe and about 5 other Warrior defenders to bring down Hutzel. 6-yard pickup.
Yeah, it looks like Tepe and Tully in there, that quarterback going both ways in there to make that play on Hutzel. Yeah, it looks like Hutzel got up a little slow there. He's holding something on his back. Don't know what's wrong with him, but hopefully he's fine. But it looks like he's in a little bit of pain, holding his back or something out there.
Sticking the towel.
Yeah. Forget it.
2nd and 4. Sends a man in motion. They're going to hand this one off. He has room and space. He actually gets tripped up, and he's going to be short of the line to gain. It's tripped up at the 48, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
That's Eric Johnson just shy of that first down. Sent in motion, takes it all the way around that Warrior defensive line.
3rd and 1, actually. I'd be shocked if we don't see anything besides Hutzel here. Warriors need to send those linebackers sprinting through the gaps. Let's see if they can do. Hutzel has room and more. He's about to this one up the middle, breaks a tackle, and it takes Connor Souders to bring him down. But a first down pickup down to the 35-yard line.
Take another look at this right here. Hutzel with that great run going through. That's a great play by his O-line, setting up with that nice hole. And Souders takes him down a little bit off balance. Looks like he was going for the spin move, but couldn't make that happen. That's an excellent first down by Hutzel. Looks like he's still bothering with his back. Not sure what's wrong there.
I think it might be the towel.
Yeah.
Yeah, still struggling to get that towel in his back pocket.
Speaking of Hutzel, they send him in motion out to the left. Design screen, and he's going to get blown up. What a play by Connor Souders. Read that from the jump, and that's going to be a loss of 7 yards.
Souders is watching his film. He knew what was coming there. I mean, absolutely blows up Hutzel. You could see that one coming from a mile away. That is a big play by Connor Souders.
Souders untouched.
Take a look here.
Watch how to just creep up.
Souders in right away. Looks like on that play, looks like Mark Morgan also had his hands up trying to get that that swat out of the air, but Souders there to back him up.
Right as the Spartans get in Warrior territory, it seems like this is where it goes into the gutter for their offense, looking to change the script. Oh, this ball's up for grabs and picked off by Timmy Stewart. The Warriors now second takeaway off the interception, and right on cue, the Spartans and Huber struggle inside Warrior territory, and Marymount takes over at the 35-yard line.
Luke, couldn't have said it better yourself. Theme of the game. Spartans get into the Warriors territory, and they are just throwing it left and right, getting them in a way. You can see there Hubert's throw. Looks like it was just fumbled and bounced around.
Looked like it really just bounced in and out of his hands there.
Marymount showing the little Spartan as they run to the sideline. Spartans still have the lead, though. But the Marymount offense takes a trip back onto the field, trying to change that. Just over 5.5 left in this third quarter.
Stewart.
Boy, do we have a football game tonight.
Stewart, bottom of your screen after that interception.
Look for him. Maybe they go back to the well. They're going to go back to the well. Max Tepe looking for some blocks. Cuts this one up the hole. And what a nice carry by Tepe for 6 yards up to the 42.
I did not think he was going to squeeze through there, Luke. That was a small hole, but he somehow managed to get through for a yard gain of 6.
Take a quick look of scores at the top of the little scoreboard. Taft, the 1 seed, only leads by 7 points against Shawnee. And then a little blowout with the number 5 and 13 matchup. Tully rolls right, throws right, has Souders open at the sticks. That's going to be a first down and about 3 more. Takes a big lick at the end of the hit. But that's going to be the Warriors moving the chains once again. The winner of this game will play Preb Shawnee unless Williamsburg decides to mount just an absolute insane comeback in the second half. But
Warriors absolutely pummeled Williamsburg earlier in the season.
Yep.
Luke, I know you and I broadcasted that one. That was a tough game to broadcast.
Unlike this one tonight, this has been a wonderful duel, Clash of the Titans. Warriors coming into Bacon's home territory and kind of saying we can hang around here too. Tully, looks like there's some confusion. Clear snap, but Tepe, wow, takes a man down with him after a 5-yard gain. And it's definitely helpful when you have a guy like Max Tepe in this offensive line pick up 5 yards on first down. If you get those second and manageables, those are key in games like this.
Yeah, you know, big game like this at Roger Bacon, really good matchup. You know, I think it's super fun having Adam in the booth with us here, get a little bit of both sides. Adam, how you feeling about your Spartans this half?
Yeah, a little nervous, honestly. This is a pretty close game for them. Not used to stuff like this, and it looks like Mariemont's continuing to get down the field and possibly score here.
Warriors will try and take a shot. Tully sheds up a man and throws an interception. Tully makes the tackle after a very nice play by Jimmy Mumper. That's his second of the game. And wow, that's just a bad decision. We saw one of those by Huber rolling out, trying to make something happen, and just right into Mumper's arms as Bacon takes over at the 50-yard line. What a change in momentum.
Showing yet again theme of the game, just constantly back and forth turnovers. Just take a look at this. Tully rolls out, dodges a tackle, thrown across his body, just not the right choice there. Just goes right into the hands of Mumper, who takes it back. But Tully back in for the tackle. That's a great play by the Spartans to get the ball back.
Yeah, not really feeling so nervous anymore as Mumper gets his second pick of the game while giving the Spartans decent field position here.
Yeah, at the 50, they've struggled tremendously on offense. Another bad turnover once again. That one was not on Huber. They're going to run this one to their bread and butter, and he has the outside. Making a man miss down the sideline. Oh, he almost had it all the way, but Timmy Stewart runs him out of bounds and about the 18-yard line. What a carry by Jamal Hutzel.
Yeah, that's another big play yet again by Hutzel, moving that down further and further into Warrior territory. That's going to bring up a first down. Looks like it's going to put him at the Warrior 23.
It looks like he stepped up before the 18.
Take a look here.
Nice little seal block, and Hutzel does the rest.
Goes out. Hutzel makes Evan Morgan look stupid on that one.
They're going to hand this one to Hutzel again, bouncing it to the same side as the left side. And he picks up the first down. He's pushed out right at the sticks. And I think they should move the chains once again, which they will.
Yeah, Marymount can't contain Hutzel then. The Spartans are going to have an absolute field day this second half. Hutzel showing what he can do yet again on his first 2 carries of the game out of this quarter.
This is just huge for both teams. Spartans struggling in Marymount territory. Nevertheless, the red zone now. Marymount's defense played great in here and needs another stop to keep this within a 1-touchdown game. They're going to give it to Hutzel. He has room up the hole, but is taken down after about 5 or 6 yards. And if they keep doing that, they can get in the end zone here. Marymount needs one of those plays. Leading second in the conference in interceptions. Honestly, we'll ask you, Adam. You think you do anything here besides just run the ball to Hutzel?
I think you do just run the ball to Hutzel. It's 2nd and 10 right now. Seems like the logical choice to just run the ball, get it up the middle, and possibly get within the field goal range of Dylan Wolford.
They're looking for the end zone here. Getting into the backfield is the Warrior defensive line. Lawson Wade, Henry Dunn, and Max Tepe all making big plays to bring up a really big third down now.
Yeah, just what you said, Luke. Another big play by those Warriors. I mean, that is such a key play for them. I mean, pushing the Spartans back, it's what you need at a time like that.
It's like 3rd and 8 now. First down markers at the 2-yard line. Hard to really tell. It's 2 to 3. Confusion pre-snap. Guys running on and off the field. Is Hutzel even in the game? Oh, yeah, he's set near the line of scrimmage. 5 wide for Huber. They're going to roll him out. Nobody's open. He's throwing to the back of the end zone, and this ball is incomplete. And now you have a really big kick. Evan Morgan and the receiver,
Jake
Tashida. Going back and forth. Playoff matchup, intensity's high, and this is when
Take a look here. Huber rolling out. Intended receiver just over his head.
Kind of just threw that away.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if he was going for him. I mean, he was in the realm of Tashida, but
the rollout hasn't worked for either team.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean,
this is a huge kick.
Tully's capitalized a few times, but yeah, this is a crucial kick.
Dylan Rolfert, 8 for 10, 80% on field goals so far this year. Snaps good, holds good, and the kick is good. Big kick from Rolfert, making up for the missed one earlier, and that's going to extend the Bacon lead 16-6. Finally, if you're a Roger Bacon fan, Adam, I saw that sigh of relief as that went in. You get in Warrior territory.
Take a look
and you
there.
get points.
Just good snap, good hold, and just excellent kick there by Rolford. Sets the game at 16-6 with 2 minutes and 47 seconds left in this third quarter.
Yeah, definitely relieving there, especially because Dylan has kind of had a lackluster performance compared to his other games this season, especially against Purcell Marion when he had multiple field goals and the 47-yarder that he kicked against Summit a few weeks ago. So to see him make a field goal like this is good because he's back in his rhythm, got his groove back, and he's really going to go and help us do more.
He's not going to take the kickoff here. I'm going to take a look at him talking it over with his defensive players.
Yeah, it looks like Cheeto will probably take another kickoff here as he has been for most of this game.
Yeah. He's done a very nice job keeping away from Tepe, who, as we added earlier on, he took one back a few weeks ago. It was a 98-yard return from Tepe a few weeks ago. And will he catch this one? No, another nice kick. As this is now where it really, it has mattered the whole game, but this is where you can't make mistakes like what happened on the last drive. Under 3 minutes in the third quarter, coming into the fourth. I mean, they need points here, Jackson.
Yeah, this is where my soccer coach always tells us little things become big things. Shout out to you, Coach Vonnigs. It's just little things like any kind of little turnover, like not going completely sprawling out for that extra yardage. I mean, anything like that now can determine the point between a win and a loss for these Warriors or these Spartans. I mean, Spartans can play strong on defense here. Warriors can play strong on offense. I mean, either one of them doesn't capitalize here, and it can be game over. It is a 2-score game.
10-point
in favor of Roger.
Touchdown and a field goal. Warriors looking to get one or the other here. Hands it off to Tepe. Charlie on the QB keeper is going to bounce his one outside and take a big lick at the end of the run. Picks up about 4 yards. Tully is super shifty. Mentioned earlier, he's ran for 135 and a touchdown going into the game.
Yeah, you know, little things like that again. Like, Tully didn't just slide down like most quarterbacks did. He went in there like full force like a running back, and it's a lot of respect for him there. I mean, just picking up those few inches is a lot to these kids out there.
Warriors just need to take their time here. They have all kinds of time. I know they're down 10, but just a good long drive like their one where Tully ended up scoring the lone touchdown for them. Nice pick up to Connor Souders. These little get to the spot, turn around, and sit down type of curl routes have done the Warriors justice tonight. First down.
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, really simple plays. I mean, Souders just turns around, gets the ball. Tully's thrown right to his chest, nice and hard. I mean, just what you love to see out of a sophomore quarterback like that. And obviously Souders being super consistent, catching almost every one of those.
Clock continues to run. First down for the Warriors. Just about the 31-yard line. Souders comes in motion. Tully is going to throw this one, feeling the pressure, and he goes down. Big sack for Roger Bacon. Dakari Edwards, the senior, trying to make this game not his last. Loss of 6, actually, excuse me, that's like a loss of 7 or 8.
Yeah, that was
a sack. Wow.
That was a big play for Dakari Edwards there. I mean, he's a big boy, number 79 out there on your screen, and that's just a painful loss to the Warriors.
Yeah, he's honestly been instrumental for the Spartans defense this year, especially with sacks. He's had multiple this year, especially in other games and here too. As we have another update from Taft and Shawnee. Taft now leads Springfield Shawnee 21-7 in the 4th quarter.
Tully rolling out. Last time this happened, it wasn't good. He's going to make the decision to tuck it and run. Breaks a tackle, picks up some nice yardage, which makes this a 3rd and long still, but 3rd and 10's a lot better than 3rd and 17. Great play by Charlie, and this is a big-time 3rd down for this Warriors offense. If they want a chance to compete in the 4th quarter of this game, they need a good call and a pickup.
Yeah, you can see Tully going out to the sidelines, out of breath there, running all the way across the pocket, all the way outside, and gets out there. Might not have picked up anything, but he definitely got him just to 10. So that's a good play by Tully.
Mariemont's going to take their time here as the clock runs. Oh no, they're going hurry. They might try to just catch him off guard here. Stayed in the huddle. They knew the call. 3 seconds remain. They snap it. Tully's going to roll right. 3rd and 10. Oh, and he goes down. What a play. Nolan Wall screaming off the edge. And that's 4th and forever. 2 sacks on the defensive end as we conclude the 3rd quarter on ICRC TV. Bacon leads 16-6. What a play made.
Take a look at this. Tully back, rolling out again, as we've said. Rolling out just not working for him, and just stood up by Wall there and taken down to the ground to end that 3rd quarter of play. Your Roger Bacon Spartans lead 16-6 against Marymount Warriors.
We're just going to stick around here, take a look at the bracket. Talked about Shawnee and Taft. That's a 2-score game, just like this one. And
you see a big crowd out there. I mean, for a cold game like this,
freezing.
I mean, it is really cold. Take a look up here. On your screen, you can see winner of Taft and Shawnee plays Versailles. And right here you got Bacon and Marymount. Winner of this game will play the winner of Preble Shawnee and Williamsburg, which, as you saw earlier, Preble Shawnee just absolutely destroying Williamsburg. So
this is kind of the, I mean, besides Shawnee and Taft, that's a 14-point game, but have it within 10 here as we go into the 4th quarter. This is the biggest upset watch so far as for the regional section of this bracket.
Yeah, especially with Taft scraping by barely has kind of been the theme with them for the tournament. I know last week they played against Madeira and they won in like the final minute of the game. Very close game. Almost got upset by the bottom seeded team in our region, but we could potentially have an upset here with Roger Bacon and Madeira. I mean, not Madeira, Marymount.
4th and forever. This is, Jackson, you literally hit the nail on the head. Everything matters in these games, and I think the biggest thing is special teams.
Yeah.
The kick returns, the punts. You just need to not, I mean, the last punt, a punt's going to probably decide this game. That insane return in the second or end of the 1st quarter, and this is another nice punt. See, takes a Bacon bounce, but still had nice hang time, and the Spartans will take over at their own 45.
Yep, little things like that, Luke, just sending that back into Bacon zone territory. It's a nice punt by Souders there. And like we were talking about earlier, little things become big things. I'm actually really surprised at that hurry up by Coach Leon in that end of that 3rd quarter.
Yes,
I'm surprised they didn't hold on to that. I was thinking for sure they were going to keep that, just wait it out till the 4th quarter and see what they can do from there.
I just would have loved to see, like, I saw the Bacon guy jump the snap. When you have like a 3rd and 10 like that, go to the last second and then try to make them jump, you know, because they jump. Because if you're a Bacon defender, you're like, heck yeah, if they snapped this before, I literally know when they're going to snap it.
Completely agree with you.
Anyway, Bacon takes over, and they're doing more of the same as they've done all night. Nice tackle made, though, by Henry Dunn.
Henry Dunn, big
slows
boy down.
Hutzel.
Down on that Marymount defensive line. He's coming in at around 6'2", 235 pounds, and he's a big boy out there to stop Hutzel. Hutzel's only 5'6", like I said earlier, but that has not stopped him at all this season. Had a standout season, 24 touchdowns. I mean, what more can you ask for from running back?
2nd and 6. The Spartans trying to get in Marymount territory. I definitely think the Warriors will start showing some more pressure. Pitch outside. Tepe screaming for his man. Nice play made by Evan Morgan to run Hutzel out of bounds. And that's only a 3-yard gain, and here's another third down. Middle of the field, kind of a 50-50 play at the 50-yard line here. Whoever can make, I guess, be the bigger man at this point. I think you just win the line of scrimmage, honestly.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I mean, little things like that, Evan Morgan, you can see, you can take a look here. Hutzel's going outside. Evan Morgan doesn't even have to tackle him, just kind of puts him out of bounds, slowly takes him out. I mean, that's exactly what you need, just force him out of bounds. Great play by Evan Morgan there.
Bump the sticks back. 3rd and 4 is the number. This is a huge down for both squads. They're going to run it on 3rd and 4. And he has stood up just after like a 1-yard carry. And now it is decision-making time. Mark Morgan, Lawson Wade, Jack Milam doing their job. And I mean, if you're Bacon, you got to go for this, right?
Yeah. I think you have to. I mean, just kind of a statement at this point, honestly. I mean, keep the ball there. If you turn it over, I mean.
Adam, what's the play call? Run or pass?
I say if it's 4th and 3, I say we pass it here.
We're going to see a timeout coming from Roger Bacon. They want to rethink. And guys, when we come back from this, I would not be surprised. They have the Coach of the Year, Mike Blott. Hard count. I'm saying they're going to go with the hard count, try to get the Warriors to jump and get a free first down. But if not, I still think they go for it.
I think they're going for it. And Adam, obviously, you know more than me, but I cannot see them passing here. I think that's a for sure run to Hutzel. I mean, he's shown out all night, 3 yards he's got to get. I think they're going with the hard count and take it in for Hutzel if they don't get it.
This is just an enormous momentum play. I think the Warriors, as the clock continues to run, a good running team. Marymount, not really a one-play score type of offense. They have to take their time to get down the field. If Bacon gets this first, I think you'll definitely see some life sucked out of the Marymount crowd and sideline.
I think this determines the rest of the game. If Marymount holds them up, that's a huge momentum shift. Marymount's coming back the other way. If Bacon gets it, Bacon keeps the ball, has the potential to make it a 3-score game. I mean, this could really go either way here.
4th and 2. The Spartans are gonna punt this away. Wow. Weird call, surprising call. Look out for the fake, though.
Yeah, wise decision by them.
Oh, they tried to fake it! They tried to run for it, and what a play by Mark Morgan! That is enormous!
Morgan.
What type of play call is that? I mean, we talk about special teams making an impact. You don't want to do it to yourself.
Little things become big things, and Mark Morgan just showing those Spartans that right there. What a play.
Oh.
Talking about the coach of the conference, not a coach of the conference call right there. You can see.
Wait, I don't even know what the heck Tashida was doing.
Tashida just running
Was
outside.
it a rugby punt? It actually might have been a rugby punt. And
the way he was running outside, I think he was running too fast for a rugby punt. I think that was a trick play, and Mark Morgan stands him up, and that's a huge momentum shift, like we were just talking about.
Yeah, I just don't get it. You have Jamal Hutzel, Player of the Year, college offers
2
yards,
guy,
and
2 yards could have ran that.
Let your best guy win the game.
Yeah, honestly, with Cheetah, he probably should have just punted it there and not tried to do whatever he was doing.
Take another look here at the punt.
So he tucks it. Yeah, he did tuck it.
That's what I'm saying. He's going for it. Cheetah just there. And Mark Morgan just takes him back and takes him to the ground. That's a big play by Morgan. Not even celebrating that one because he knows they got to get right back into it and go back to business.
Yeah, Mumper wasn't able to hold him off. If he was, that trick play probably could have gone very differently. But
Mark Morgan, second team All-CHL, one of the top guys in the conference. Charlie Tully, all kinds of time to throw here. He's actually going to run it up the gut. Nice play made after he picks up about 3 yards.
Again in there was Brogan Weathers.
In unison.
Yeah.
3rd and 7.
You know, they say, Luke, great minds think alike. And Brogan Weathers had a fantastic night so far. He's had a few messes, had a late hit on Tully earlier on in the game, but he's had a few crucial sacks that really kept this Bacon momentum going throughout this game. And
Warriors blessed with great field position after the wonderful special teams play. But now an even bigger 3rd down. Guys running all over the place, and that's going to force Bacon to use another timeout. They used one before the 4th down call, and now they use one here. Only down to 1 timeout left in the half.
Just over
both
9
sides
minutes
are going to
left.
talk it over. All right, Adam. 3rd and 7. You bring the pressure, because they're going to pass it, I assume.
Yeah.
You bring in the pressure, you back it off.
I think you're probably bringing the pressure, because seeing as what Tully has done so far, he has run the ball a decent amount of times here. And I think if you're Bacon, you kind of get at the young quarterback, put some more pressure on him, because especially with his size, it'll be able to tackle him somehow.
Take a look on your screen. You can see some of these scores. Final score of the Prep Shawnee game, 62-7, just absolutely smoking Williamsburg. Those are your scores for these other games in this Division 5 high school football.
3rd and 7. They say third down's the money down. Teams can make their money here on their respective ends. Another rollout. Charlie steps up, finds Tepe trying to break a tackle, which he will, and he has a first down and more down to the 20-yard line. And here come the Warriors once again, coming closer and closer to the red area. Big third down completion. Tully, gutsy throw.
You know, we've talked about it, Luke, Tully's arm strength, but I mean, plays like that, he's really gunning the ball at Tepe. I mean, look at this. Beautiful placement right outside the reach of Jimmy Mumper and right into the arms of Tepe. Tepe continues to take that one down for 5+ more yards to get those chains moving and bring the Warriors to their own 20.
Look out for Timmy Stewart here, top of your screen. He has a size matchup. They're going to go to Tepe once again. Stood up, nice play made at the line of scrimmage, only a 1-yard gain. Warriors enter the red zone with that carry, though.
Biggest series of the game right here.
Yep.
Clock's rolling down under 8:30.
I think the Warriors need to take a shot sooner or later. Second down's kind of a shot down. They're going to roll out right. Charlie gets a block. Needs to step up, but he just steps out. Is he going to lose yardage here? I think he's just going to step out right at the line of scrimmage, and that's going to bring up another 3rd and long for the Warrior offense. I don't like the rollouts.
No, I don't either. It scares me every time. I think it's been going both ways. I think both teams, the rollout has been beneficial a handful of times maybe, but the rest of the time just big plays coming up from both ends on defense. I mean, both teams' defenses have had excellent nights. I mean, as you can see, 4th quarter, 16-6, super low scoring game.
Here we go, 3rd down, Tully 5 wide. They bring the pressure, gets it off quick, bad throw out of the reach of Tepe. Just tried to dump it off. And now it's 4th and 10 at the 20-yard line. This would be a 37-yard field goal attempt. And it looks like the Warriors have absolutely no intention to do so.
Take a look here. Tully throws it just out of the reach of Tepe. Tepe reaching back for that one. It was just out of stride. Looks like Tully's staying on the field. Looks like they're going to go for it.
Adam, you were right. 3rd down, they bring pressure. I think that's what they should continue to do all night, to be honest.
Yeah.
They're super speedy coming off the edge, and they're showing a ton of pressure here.
Yeah.
All the Warriors guys in one-on-one. Charlie's got to get this out quick. They bring the pressure. He needs to throw it, and he has no chance. What a play, 44. Jake Lawwill, the senior, making his presence felt. And if you're Charlie Tully, you just have to see that and try to get it out. I mean, there's really nothing he can do, but they showed pressure, and boy, did they bring it.
Another wrestler there with a tackle, just like Nolan Wall. These guys know how to bring the pressure. They know how to turn up the speed, and that is what is benefiting the defense the most here.
Yep.
Yeah, I completely agree. That's another huge play by that Spartans defense. Jake Lawwell just taking Tully down and nowhere to go, but you're right. Veteran, that's a rookie mistake. Veterans probably would have gotten that out of their hands a little quicker, but Tully no can do there. Take a look on your screen.
Right
Tully
through, untouched.
And yet again, the presence of Brogan Weathers is everywhere. Weathers and Lawwell in there to scare Tully as they get the ball back.
8 minutes left, still all kinds of time in the 4th quarter. And we're probably going to see a steady dose of this guy as he is countered pretty nicely, but continues to shake off and spin out of tackles as he picks up 7.
It's another excellent run by Jamal Hutzel. I mean, taking countless Warriors to get him down. I mean, that takes some real skill. I mean, he's just a low-to-the-ground frame. I mean, just take a look at this. Rolling outside, dodges Tepe, gets around him. Tepe misses the tackle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe. 5 Warriors to take down Hutzel there for a pickup of about 8. That'll bring up 2nd and 2 for the Spartans on their own 40.
2nd and 2. Haven't seen too much of Huber. Kind of tending away from his arm. Feeding it to their guy Hutzel, who gets it here. Breaking free is Duckwall. Nice play by Mark Morgan. Stops him, only picks up 1, and he's short of the stick.
Another big 3rd down. 3rd down's key of the game.
I mean, Adam, I don't know what it is. I feel like Bacon's line either is perfect or like non-existent.
Yeah, that's really how it's been. There is no in-between during this game because Hutzel is either blown up right away or he gets a good run, gets him like 20-plus yards.
Yep.
And that's really how the offensive line has worked for today.
All right, 3rd and 1. Looking for the run. Just the Warriors need to do a lot of the same like they did last play. Souders creeping up. He's coming in on a blitz. Duckwall's blitzing, has the gap, and gets to Hutzel. What a play by Max Tepe. Hit the hole hard, and that's a loss of 5, and here comes the punt team.
That is a big play by Tepe. Take a look at this. Into the hands of Hubert, immediately given to Hutzel, and Tepe in the blink of an eye just takes him to the ground. Number 2 versus number 2, arguably best player on each team in my opinion.
Indeed. And big punt here. Souders set back to receive. Tashika, we know what happened the last time they punted it. Warriors are showing like they're about to bring the house at him. They actually drop back, and this is a really good punt. Takes a Bacon bounce.
Oh wow.
It's gonna roll.
What a punt. That takes it back to the... That is just... What a punt. I mean, got that great spin on that ball to just get that, hit the ground and go rolling.
Very different from last punt. Don't know what was happening that last time, but this time it's clear all the way back to the
Take a look at that. Honestly, a low snap and great execution by Cheetah to get that out of there and just roll, baby, roll. All the way down to the Warrior 10. It's going to bring up the Warriors 1st and 10 at their own 10.
And they need something that they haven't had all night, and that is yards and points fast. Time is now a factor. Down 2 possessions with 6 minutes remaining.
Like we
need
said
to take
before,
a shot to one of your guys here.
Like we said before, Mariemont's been a team that isn't a one play, get all the way down the field type of team.
Yeah. They just kind of do it right, what you saw right there. A little dink and dunk, 4 yards. And those are going to cut it in normal games. I mean, the Warriors offense played pretty well this year. They've averaged 25 points per game and 298 yards per game. Finally taking somewhat of a shot, and they execute. 1st down, Souders. Need to get this hurry-up offense going. They just need to take a shot to Souders or Stewart on the outside.
They have to get it down the field. They got to go quick because they have to score, get the ball back to Bacon, onside kick potentially, get the ball back, and score again. I mean, under 6 minutes left.
Bacon bringing the house. Tully rolls out, has actually somewhat space. Tully taking this one. Very nice pickup. Picks up about 15 as he steps out of bounds at the 35, and the Warriors offense is moving. Nice job getting out of bounds by the sophomore.
Yeah, you can take a look here. See Tully just rolling outside, has it in his arms for the throw, just tucks that in all the way outside, and the smart play to go right out of bounds. Stop that clock and pick up the 1st down to bring them to their own 35. 5 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in this game. Warriors down 16-6.
2 very nice plays to start the drive. Tully in the 5 wide. Surprisingly, the Spartans don't show pressure here. Warrior O-line holds up nice. Little dump off to Tepe. Makes a man miss. Trying to get it out of bounds here, Max. Oh, he picks up 7 yards. Play made by Timony Andrew. Struggle with that name all night.
Brogan Weathers yet again in there too. Tepe
Weathers is a beast.
Getting out of both of them, but Warriors getting the ball back again, getting this ball back into play.
Charlie drops back, dumps it off to Max. Doesn't have too many blocks and runs a man over as he hits the outside. That looked a little bit late.
Timione Andrew there on the play.
Geyer had, watch the end of this play. After you look at this replay, look what Geyer does. Tepe, I mean, he puts his head down and instigates every bit of it. But Tepe's out of bounds right there.
Yeah.
And that's a finish to the play.
Yeah, I think it could go either way. I mean, Tepe was still going. I mean, potentially foot in bounds. I don't know. I mean, I think he was just finishing the play. Like in hockey, we're always taught to finish our hits. When someone makes a pass, you follow through it. I think he's just finishing the play there.
I just think there's been a lot of questionable,
I agree.
unsportsmanlike conduct calls, and it has been Bacon on the best side of every single one besides an absolutely clear late hitter.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Bacon's been playing a little cheap this game. I mean, late hits on Tully, that young sophomore quarterback, taking it like a champ, and just little stuff like that, just kind of unnecessary. I mean, I get it. Big game. I mean, going to the regional semis after this, both teams pumped up.
Regional semis on the line as we approach the 5-minute mark. Tully this time rolling out left, all kinds of time. So he's going to run it once again. It's just the guys downfield are blocking, and they're just not really going to space right now, Jackson. The bootlegs literally just give you half the field to work with.
It's so frustrating to watch because Tully having to roll out every single time, giving himself little to no options out on the field, and ending up having to run it himself or just throw it to the ground. And, looks like we've got an injured Spartan down on the field. Hopefully he's okay. Can't get a look at who it is from up here, but we'll hope he's okay. All right, looks like this is the last game to be played. All games in this Division 5 bracket are final. Take a look. It's Taft versus Versailles up top. We've got Preble Shawnee. Winner of this game plays Preble Shawnee. So 2 big matchups coming after this game. Player's still down. We're hoping he's okay. We've got multiple medical trainers down with him. Coach Leone talking to his players, I'm sure, just getting them amped up, kind of like putting it into realization, like, it's like 54 is up. That's Brogan Weathers, big presence tonight. I did not know that. He's been a really big help.
He hits the sideline, and it doesn't look like he has any intention.
Big shout out to our producers, Dean Lowry and Josh Semsport. Director also is Josh Semsport. And in the booth, of course, I'm alongside Luke Brenneman and Adam Gearing, and I'm Jackson Hampton.
Tully finds Souders, has room in front of him. Great play by the senior to get out of bounds, and the Warriors enter Bacon territory. Just kind of ticking away. The clock does stop. I mean, they've gained, 50 yards here now after getting pinned back at their own 10 inside of 30 seconds.
Yeah, just, again, guys, on the screen there are everyone behind the screen. Just thank you guys for watching ICRC TV. If you want to be part of it, we need volunteers at ICRC TV.
Oh, boy. Tully roll out and screaming from the other end of the field. They're saying the ball's loose, but he was down. Making the play was Richard Allen, the big junior, 5'8", coming in off the edge. And bumps the Warriors back. That's 10-plus yards.
That's a big play by Allen, taking the place of Brogan Weathers there. That's a big play. Take another look at this here. Tully's rolling out yet again, goes the other way, and Richard Allen just in there. He is pumped up. I mean, look at him go out there. He's excited.
I mean, stakes are high. Big-time players make big-time plays. Chance to play in a game to potentially send you to the regional semifinal. Dump off to Tepe as he steps out of bounds.
The Warriors have got to do something
picks up
else.
a few. I mean, it's 4-down territory, but they're still 3rd and 15. If I'm them, you're just trying to get one about the 45, even the 37 to give yourself a chance.
We've just really drained a lot of time coming down the field on this drive. I mean, it's a shame, but under 4 minutes left. By the time we get into the red zone, I think we're going to have to onside kick, even the slim possibility that the Warriors do score.
One thing they've lacked, I mean, it's really, I don't want to say heartbreaking, but it's super sad. Tully, absolute part of a champion tonight, but they've missed the big play type of arm that Dorston brings to the table. And I think they have a chance to be up in this game if they have a guy who can throw it deep. Offensive line now holding up well. Tully trying to make a play, and Stewart drops it on the outside. Oh my gosh.
That is a
Tully stepped up.
Devastating drop from Stewart. I mean, looks like we got a Warrior down on the field.
Tepe.
Looks like it's Tepe stretching out.
Oh boy.
We hope he's okay. I mean, tonight, man, Tully said to roll out of the pocket almost every time. His offensive line just giving him no time, and that's the thing that really separates Tully from Dorston is that Dorston has that ability to just run outside of the pocket, that big arm strength he can throw across his body, just really whip the ball out there to his deep receivers like Stewart, Lindell, Souders, and really something that Tully lacks, but showing his agility tonight, really getting in between those Spartans defenders and trying to get into the end zone. That nice play earlier in the game. The Warriors' only score of the night. Tepe still down on the field as Leone tries to encourage his players, and we are really praying that Tepe's okay out there. I know me and Luke both know him pretty well, and he looks like he's going to be getting up right now. That's good to see. You love to see it. He's walking off the field all right. Just hope he's okay.
Tepe hobbles off. There goes the helmet, and we sure hope that's not Max Tepe's last snap. But if it is, the kid went out fighting. He's been the heart and soul of this team. He's done everything from getting sacks to returning a kickoff for a touchdown. Max Tepe, wonderful high school football career. Maybe he can live another week. 4th and forever. Warriors need to stay alive here. Tully has an open man looking for the outside is Souders. This ball's broken up.
Oh, I thought
that ball was on the money. What a play.
Looks like a catch there, but I guess it slipped out.
That was a great ball by
Timony Andrew. Kid's been
Tully
all over the place all night in coverage.
Take a look here. Great coverage by Timony Andrews. I mean,
what a play.
Souders almost had it right when he hits the ground. That ball comes out. That was great throw, great coverage, all around great play. Just a shame.
Yeah,
That's really good.
He and Beamer Walker have been giving solid coverage tonight. I know they're good pals. Definitely known each other for a while, and they're kind of like the dynamic duo of this team, at least on defense, especially with Timion and his coverage. Souder didn't look injured on that play, just frustrated
I think almost devastated. I mean, one of his potentially last high school football games ever, chance to make a great catch, and just absolutely fantastic coverage by those Spartans to get the ball back.
That could have been a game-sealing drop.
Yeah.
Here go the Spartans.
Yeah, that drop is something the Warriors are going to look back. Nice carry. Flag coming in. Face mask to drag him down. It's going to be called on Ryan Glassmeyer, the sophomore. But Hutzel picks up 7. And the only intentions the Spartans have at this point is just letting that clock tick, 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 as that 15-yard penalty on the face mask is going to move them even further down the field.
Yeah, keep that ball in bounds, that face mask.
Let's see, I mean, they're still talking about it.
Yeah, I don't...
Yep, face mask.
Yeah, that'll bring the Spartans into Warrior territory.
I mean, I hate to say it, but you can call this one over. Unless there's some crazy turnover. I mean, we're in Cincinnati. We know the Bengals turn the ball over in the red zone.
You never know.
It's playoff games, but
end of the game, freezing cold outside. Everyone's hands are cold. You never know. Just some weird fluke. But right now, it's looking like this is going to be the Marymount Warriors' last football game of the season. But all hope isn't lost. But I'm sure Hutzel is just going to take this one and just pound it to the Warriors.
Oh, they're just going to hand it to the fullback. Smart call by Coach of the Year in the conference, Mike Blatt. I think you just let your big O linemen take their toll. Warriors playing both sides of the ball. I mean, they just do their thing, you know?
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely an advantage. Late in a game like this, that Spartan team only has 2 guys, like we said earlier, playing both ends, both ways. Almost everyone else is one-way player, whereas you have Marymount with almost no one that only plays one way, and everyone's just gassed at this point in the game. They're all putting their heart and soul out there, and really close game. Honestly, not at all what I was expecting it to be.
I mean, after that first quarter, just every single Marymount guy, that punt did so many things that was just like they could have done better because of how well they've played these last 3 quarters. It's just so disappointing to say that they lost by 10 because it feels like they're about to lose by 1. You know?
It's just such a heartbreaking game for the Warriors. I know out there a lot of those seniors having their last football games ever. I mean, hey, we're talking about it like this, but you never know. Miracles do happen.
As for Adam, your guys, and if you do end up advancing, which it looks like you will, I think this team has a ton of assets. We didn't see a lot of Logan Huber tonight, but you can just tell his frame, his size, his arm. He has he has a lot of upside, if you will. A lot of bad turnovers, but he aired it out, had a 45-yard touchdown, and that ball could have been thrown 60 just by the rainbow on it as they pick up 2, and Coach Leone calls another timeout to stop the clock.
But, I mean, Roger Bacon, assets all over the field, offense and defense. Of course, Jamal Hutzel stands out. But we saw huge performances out of Eric Johnson, the receiver. Wonderful first half from Beamer Walker. I mean, we can just take a look at these scoring plays. Speed, size, agility.
That throw by Huber, just an excellent throw, right on the money.
Beamer Walker, house call to start it. And then Tully, he fought the Warriors back. He did everything he could. Sophomore showed a ton of guts tonight. I mean, look at that run.
Yeah, that looks like a college play right there.
It does. I was just about to say the same thing. And then this was just all Eric Johnson right here.
Yeah. Can't forget that big kick from Dylan Rolfert, just drilling that.
That was a game sealer right there.
Yeah, that was a game sealer. And if I'm those Spartans, I'm out there. I'm nice and confident right now.
Yeah, you're sitting pretty.
Yeah.
I think Marymount just used its final timeout. And this is a big third down, though, because they would have to play a fourth down. They're going to pitch it outside. Screaming after him is Tepe, and no. What a carry by Hutzel. Takes the whole Warriors team to push him out of bounds.
He's not happy he got out of bounds. You can tell Hutzel wanted to stay in bounds. He had to get down, but great job by the Warriors defense to get him out there, but looks like that's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Spartans. They're in the Warriors side of the field. Looks like they're on the Warriors 16, and again, just running this clock down. Under 3 minutes left in the game. Clock's still ticking away.
Just going to wait till they have to snap it.
Yeah.
I think if they get one more first down, they can finally go into victory formation and take a knee. But a first down might be a touchdown. I mean, the sticks at the 6-yard line.
I mean, I think that's a statement. Going into the regional semis, saying you beat a team by like 3 scores, like say 23-24-6, that's a lot bigger of a deal than 16-6. I could see him doing it.
We're going to give the ball to Hutzel. Nice play made by Timmy Stewart, trying to draw the ball loose. See, it's going to get credited for a tackle of a loss. Brings it up 2nd and 11. And Marymount calls its 3rd and final timeout of the ball game with 2:11 remaining. 16-6 Bacon lead.
Yeah, this is getting down to the wires right here. I mean, Bacon still has 2 more downs to make something work, and not even make anything work, just to run the clock down. If they can get another first down, save it down, take a knee, and call it a game. These Warriors are just going to be fighting as desperate as possible, try to get this ball back. You can see the Warrior coaches out there, just a few more words of inspiration out there before they go into their final 2 minutes of play.
Shout out to all the Marymount seniors. Kids left on the field. Player of the game, Connor Souders going into it.
Max Tepe's going back out there. Thought he was out for the game, but
Barrett Lindell,
straps back
defense,
up.
Senior Phil, Jack Milam, he might play at the next level. We talked about Ethan
Yeah.
Nalafa doing it. But a lot of these guys will be hanging it up, and it's a shame to see because they're super talented kids. Division 5 may not seem like a lot, but kids like Hutzel just showing us.
Yeah, D5 isn't just a little walk in the park. I mean,
heck no.
We've got some legit athletes in D5. I know last year Bacon graduated a guy that went on to play at LSU in an absolute smoke show there.
Yeah, Corey Kiner especially, really proof that D5 isn't just what it sounds like.
Yep.
The only real difference between the divisions is school size. There is a little bit of skill level incorporated in it, but you still get solid athletes in D5 schools.
This clock's just winding down. 1:30 left in this game. It's just kind of hard to watch, man. It's just
Bacon lets the clock run all the way down to the final second of the play clock and finally calls a timeout on 3rd down. So the Warriors actually do have a chance of getting this ball back. They can stop them on 3rd down. Maybe Bacon throws it here. If I were them, I'd just run it, you know, and maybe take your field goal.
I think run it. I was just about to say that. Run it, take the field goal, put it up 19-6, and pretty much completely make it so it's impossible for the Warriors to get anything done. I mean, I think game's over. I don't think there's anything the Warriors can do.
But, I mean, this was a great matchup, guys. Great having Adam and Jackson to my side. Kind of got that Marymount and Roger Bacon takes on each side of the ball. But just two really good teams. Marymount, the underdog, they showed up tonight. They gave all of us a treat of a game to watch. Freezing cold, the fans stayed around, and this environment definitely was of the playoff caliber.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is probably one of the, in the most recent years, this is probably one of the best seasons of Warrior football I've seen in a really long time. I mean, we got an excellent team going here. It's just a shame that they gotta go out like this.
Bacon's gonna move on.
Bacon is
I
gonna
think
move
they
on.
got a shot at it as they pick up the first and more. Oh my gosh, emphasis.
That's a big play by Tione Andrew.
He's been all over the place. He had the game-sealing defensive stop on on Souders on that 4th and 15.
Yeah, I hadn't heard much of him going into this game, but he has proved himself tonight for sure, and I think he's definitely going to help him out next week. Take a look here. As you can see, Timone Andrews taking it down, dodging the tackle, coming in for some more. Finally stood up.
Victory formation it is for the Roger Bacon Spartans. Huge win tonight. Congratulations to them. Shout out to their head coach, Mike Blatt, Conference Coach of the Year, and AD, Steve Rossi, as their Spartans are going to play. They're going to survive and advance, and that's kind of the motto of this playoff season. You just got to keep winning somehow, which way. I know they didn't play their best tonight, but hey, they're going to play Preble Shawnee 2v3. Great matchup.
It's going to be 2 versus 3, Roger Bacon, Preble Shawnee, and then the top we're going to have Taft playing Shawnee, is it?
Versailles.
Versailles, that's right. That's a 1v5 matchup, so 2 super big matchups to see who's moving on to state. And this has been an ICRC broadcast. We thank you guys very much for tuning in. Gonna have a little recap here before we go.
Huge shout out to all the guys in the truck and everyone that gives us students an opportunity. If you want to contribute to ICRC, we are still looking for volunteers to put on great productions like this. Bacon ends up taking this one and surviving their playoff run. 16-6, Warriors fall, and it's an end of a great season for Warrior football. They'll be back better than ever next year. Same with me and Jackson.
Yep.
I know, Adam, you'll probably be doing some more games. But thank you to ICRC. And another wonderful showing of high school football.
Have a good night, folks, and stay warm.